Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, more spins, more wins, more fun. Rivalry week, the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears meeting at Lambeau Field on Sunday. The Packers have opened as 6.5-point favorites for Sunday afternoon's contest. Again, adjusted start time 3:25. Originally was scheduled for noon at the start of the season. Head coach Matt Laflur on both teams being good in this rivalry this year.
To be honest with you, I don't really put too much thought into that. Yeah, I think it's a cool for the fans, and certainly when you have two good teams, and obviously Chicago's the number one team in the NFC right now, so it should be a great game.
That was pretty lame. ESPN's Evan Cohen and NFL analyst Matt Bowen both scheduled to appear coming up on Wilde and Tausch here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. NBA, bad loss for the Bucks last night. They were up 16 points, but lost 129-126 on the road to the 3-16 Washington Wizards.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
There aren't any Jasons 12 and under. That's a dead name.
Packers Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher.
How many kids do you hear, hey, Marky? It might be almost to the point of Ruth.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio.
You love that name so much, you don't even go by it.
On 100.5 ESPN.
If you call me Mark, I'm fine. I like my name. I like my name a lot.
The ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wilde and Tausch.
And ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It's Wilde and Tausch, isn't it?
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
I don't hear anything. It is the Tuesday edition.
I can hear stuff.
Hot start.
Jesse, what are you doing over there, man?
I don't hear anything. I'm doing live.
Believe it or not, this is
Just do it live.
This is YouTube's fault.
Well, it's certainly not yours, I'm sure.
No, I take 10% of the blame. Yeah.
So he says, mic's up, and suddenly everything goes silent. Which,
How
again,
is that YouTube's fault?
Because
I don't know.
Well, we have our intro song here, but our intro song gets flagged for music violations because
change it.
What?
Change
What
the
are you
song
doing over there?
What? What do you
Get
want?
to royalty free.
And then
let's go.
Because if I change it without you guys hearing it, then you'll be like, what the heck is this song you're playing at the
Hey,
intro?
Jesse, quick question for you. Have we complained at all about any of the royalty-free music?
No.
Any of it?
No.
We have
We've
raved
made it a
about
bit.
it.
Yeah, you love it, actually.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I've complained when you've played royalty music
You have?
because
Yeah.
it keeps us off YouTube and Spotify. So,
Right.
what are you talking about? Nobody's mad at
All
you.
right, say goodbye.
Stop being a victim.
Say
Come
goodbye.
on,
Say
Jesse.
goodbye to the Killers. One of these days this week, we're going to have a new song.
I
suddenly
know. I'm
starting the
sad.
show.
I'll be
Yeah.
sad, but I'll be okay with it. Jesse,
Tausch.
quickly, if I sang the Killers Open with a Little Killers background, is that still royalty, or was that? How does that work?
So I asked this same question because I wanted to do that Detroit Rock City headline, and after the fact, our buddy Josh DiMaggio, the Big Cat, said that if there are karaoke versions of songs, you can use that, and it doesn't count against the actual.
Is that right?
Again, I don't Now, I don't want to misquote Joshy, but that was his suggestion for that specific instance.
So, I have an idea.
Oh, no.
I think
we should do movies.
No, so you obviously love Matt Carney, and he has been a staple on our show. You sing, is that the 10 o'clock hour that Carney comes in? Or 11?
10 o'clock sooner or later, yeah.
Yep.
So Jason sings and gets lyrics and sings his own to open the 10. I'll do the 9 with some type of Killers song that will be Wilde and Tausch related, a la a parody, and then Jesse with his piano will do the 11. And don't you think that it's a teamwork deal?
I love where your head is at. My
All
other
right.
thought was I think Matt would just allow us to use his music. But again, YouTube won't care.
All the bands let us use that. We pay a good amount of money for all the bands to let us use their money, but YouTube doesn't care about those rules.
Jerks.
Nope.
And they made us look foolish because of whatever their rules are, causing you to have me talking to you all over the air. All right. It is the Tuesday edition. Evan Cohen's on the show. Matt Bowen's going to join us. We'll save the spiel for tomorrow, I guess. Tausch, I don't know. Did you have somewhere you wanted to start? Because otherwise, you sent me something that I thought was extremely interesting.
Fire it up. I just wanted to make sure you knew we could hear you. That was the only reason I wanted to start. Everything else is great.
I appreciate you letting me know, and I appreciate Jesse putting me in that spot. All right, here's what you sent me, and Jesse, earlier today. So, Ben Johnson speaking to reporters, I assume yesterday, or maybe heading into the Philadelphia game. Now that I look at it.
Oh, by the way, before you get into Ben Johnson, I text our good buddy Sylvie. I'm going on their show. I'm sure you are too at some point this week. Obviously a big battle. And last year we made a pizza bet. And I think we were going to send him, we were going to send him cheese. I felt pretty confident we were going to win. And we beat him. Or this was, I guess, 2 years ago. I got to frame that because the Bears did beat us last year. Mm-hmm. So right now, then we went double or nothing on the first game that the Bears played, and obviously Carl Brooks tipped the kick, and we beat the Bears again. So they're down. The Waddle and Sylvie team are down 2 full-on pizza parties. I think 1 to our ESPN Madison team and 1 to Old T's team, my team. I text Sylvie and I said, hey, congrats. You guys are humming along. I'm assuming you want to go 2X here. So it could end up being double. I wanted to give them a double or nothing opportunity.
So there was not a wager on the game?
We didn't wager. He wouldn't wager on the last game of the year. All right, fine. That's great. Whatever. He doesn't. So normally, it's the holiday weekend. So I think I sent it to him Saturday while I was sitting in a bus waiting for the plane to get whatever it was. I had time. And immediately Sylvie's like, no, let's do each other's shows this week, but no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm thinking to myself, here we go. We got this confident Bears operation. They're in the number 1 seed. Ben Johnson's ripping his shirt off. They're wolfing down free hot dogs all throughout this great city of Chicago today.
Love that.
And old boy's scared of doubling up on his pizza bet. So I don't know if that tells you a little bit about the psyche of where the good old Chicagoans are. I think that they are guarding themselves. They are guarding their hearts because they know this will break them. And they don't want to let us know that it will break them. But if we throttle them or beat them soundly at Lambeau, I believe that they will be broken. That's where I think they are because it's
9
fragile.
and 4?
Here's the deal. You don't think that they know how fragile this is? Ben Johnson, this clip you're going to play, tells you he knows how fragile it is. You don't think their fans, they are all downplaying. The Bears fans in the offseason are obnoxious.
That they
win every offseason. I'm not sensing. Do you feel the bravado that Bears fans should feel being 9-3 and just beating the world champs on the road on Black Friday? They're all hedging. They're wildying their feelings because they know Packer fans are confident and they feel like if they lose to the Green Bay Packers this weekend, this whole house of cards could start crumbling. That's the feeling I get.
I don't know if they were to lose both of them because they play each other twice in a 3-week span, right? It's
but this is a big
Chicago,
one.
Denver, Chicago.
Yep.
Like I don't know if you're playing them again at your place 2 weeks later. I'm not sure it's going to crumble immediately
Jason,
off of Sunday.
Have you seen on all of your social channels a ton of bravado or confident talk by Bears fans?
Yeah, I'm
it is
the wrong
as
guy to
tempered.
ask.
What do you mean you're the wrong? You're on LinkedIn. You're a Packers reporter.
Yeah, but I'm not scouring Bears Twitter to see how fans are feeling. I would say this: the fact that Sylvie was so reluctant is a bad sign for Bears because he's as pro Bears as anybody. He may be more pro Bears than Waddle, and Waddle played for him.
I feel like they're happy,
apprehension,
but they almost are. I can't believe that we're here, and I don't want this ride to end. But unfortunately, Sunday might be a rude awakening. That's the vibe I get.
That sounds like a biased vibe.
No, because trust me, I said all offseason, all you hear are Bears fans talking about how they won the offseason and they got the great coach and they're better than Matt Laflur and you would hear more and you'd see more. I was in a car for a while yesterday listening to Big Cat from his podcast, not Big
Josh
Cat,
DiMaggio.
the other Big Cat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's tempering. The biggest, I guess he's a Bears fan. He's tempering his expectations. He wants to see what happens. There is a wait-and-see approach to this Chicago Bears fan base right now. And I'm telling you, I think that they've been scorned so many times by all versions of the Green Bay Packers that this is how they feel.
So you think that scared money, they got scared money right now? They're not feeling so confident. They're not going to Hard Rock Casino Rockford betting on their Bears right now.
I think they've been beaten enough that they are looking at it and saying, I don't want to put my heart out there yet. We're happy. We're
like a bad
excited that this team is getting, but we're not going to open up our hearts yet until we see that we can beat this Green Bay Packers team. That's what I think.
Do you think they're right in guarding their hearts like that?
Yes. I do.
I think so, too.
I do. They're 7-point dogs. They're 7-point dogs.
On the road against a team that has a similar but slightly lesser record than the Bears have. The Bears have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of their 9 wins are one-score wins. And in those games, they have played 7 total one-score games. They're 6-1. And usually
they're winners.
Well, yes and no. You know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know.
Minnesota had a pretty good record last year of 1 win.
Correct.
Right?
They did, yes. And that's what allows you to put up a really good record because only a few plays
very fragile.
separate teams that win from teams that lose. You don't expect to go 6-1 in one-score games. Usually it's kind of even Steven. The Vikings were like 10-1 or something preposterous a year ago. So
it is preposterous.
I would say that the Bears, with their 9-3 record, are a couple of plays away from being more like 7-5 or 6-6, right? So I don't blame their fans for being apprehensive. And on top of that, I think Ben Johnson himself has questioned how well the quarterback is playing. So Caleb Williams right now has the worst completion percentage of any quarterback starting in the NFL currently. I mean, that includes J.J. McCarthy.
Yep. How about Brosmer though? Brosmer.
Well, I don't think he counts. I mean, he started a game, but he's not.
So I just want to make sure I'm crystal clear here, because I respect what Chicago has done. I do, and I think it's great that the rivalry is kind of back at it. I think it's great for the NFC North. It's good for the NFL. I believe the Green Bay Packers are a much better football team than the Bears, and I think Bears fans believe it too. They don't want to admit it, but I think in their heart of hearts they know it. Now, the beautiful part is we'll find out on Sunday, but they know that you can't win in this league being at high 50s completion percentage. Ben Johnson knows it. Their linebackers aren't. They physically took it to Philly. That will be their formula. Can they physically take it to Green Bay?
Run it up the middle.
If they can, they can. If they can, they can beat us. If they can't, they have no chance. That's how I look at this game. So we'll see. That's why they play the games, and I think it'll be great. But if you're asking me what to kind of delve into how everybody's feeling, just like I think Green Bay fans were excited about their team, we're upset about some of the inconsistencies, and can we get by the Detroit Lions? Because the Lions they've been our bully, and this season we took that back. And I don't think we're going to give anything up to the Chicago Bears in their first year with Ben Johnson. That's just how I feel.
We will hear the clip that we referenced at the beginning of this conversation from Ben Johnson coming up next, after Tausch tells us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Well, ensure your home remains comfortable before all of this brutal post-holiday winter. You know, we got a bunch of snow. We got a bunch of cold air blowing. It's nice when you have Pella Windows and Doors and you keep all that energy in your house and all that dollars staying in, not seeping out. And you know what, Santa? He's a magical fella. But his elves? I want Pella's elves. Santa's elves are not qualified to build Pella's windows and doors with all of the configurations and the stuff. You need to have the professionals. So instead of going through the big red fella, take advantage of zero interest for 24 months with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Pella's elves, they install year-round and will finish the installation in as little as a day. Hurry up, though. This deal ends December 31st. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions do apply.
We'll hear from Ben Johnson next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
We shopped at Chalmers because my husband wanted to get me a larger diamond in my engagement ring.
The folks at Chalmers said, well, we could just make it like this and we could do these things. Really just basically decided that there wasn't any place else we wanted to shop.
And not only did they create this new engagement ring for me with this gorgeous center stone, they also rehabbed this other ring, and I am beyond pleased.
Her favorite thing to do now is to walk around and show her hands and have people comment on it.
Let's be honest, I don't do stink. I work hard, I sweat, but I still want my gear to smell good and last. That's why I love Iron Jock. It was built to solve the problem everyone knows: smelly gear that wears out too fast. Iron Jock uses silver ion technology, infusing nano silver right into the fabric to kill 99% of odor-causing bacteria for the life of the gear. It doesn't wash out. It doesn't wear out. Iron Jock keeps me fresh and feeling unstoppable. Iron Jock, no stink, just performance. Shop now at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Ho, ho, my back.
Santa?
Ho, ho, Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Getting ready for Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike to join us, as he does usually on Tuesdays. Juggling his schedule a little bit with us lately, but he'll join us next. We have said on this program from time to time, at least I have, that the Packers definitely can win with Jordan Love. They don't always win because of him, but I don't think we've ever said that they win in spite of him. And Ben Johnson didn't say that exactly about Caleb Williams.
He pretty much did. Pretty much did.
He talked about the passing game. He talked about route depth. He may have mentioned something along the lines of the completion percentage. 58% on the completion percentage for Caleb Williams. But here is Ben Johnson discussing the state of the Bears' passing game in the aftermath of his offense racking up 281 rushing yards in a win on Black Friday over the Philadelphia Eagles.
We got to fundamentally be correct. The primary receiver, when he's open, we want to make sure we hit him. And then all of our pass catchers, we just harped on it today. We need to be more disciplined in our route detail. It's not where it needs to be. Our depth's not proper all the time. Our steps isn't And so everybody's got a role to play to get this pass game cleaned up. It's not where it needs to be. We're winning in spite of our passing game, not because of it. And none of us are pleased with that right now.
Tausch, we're winning in spite of our passing game, not because of it. Ouch.
Yeah, I think if you're a fan of the Bears, you love to hear that. Because that's, being accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just saying, well, this is how this is what we do. We're going to run because you can be a great running team. At some point, teams can sell out enough and say, well, let's see if you can beat us throwing the football. And in today's NFL, you have to have some semblance of a passing game. So, yeah, I think the more you see Ben Johnson and kind of what he's about and how he's handling his business, you have to be kind of impressed from the outside. And I'm sure everybody on the inside. Now, the results are coming with it, so that makes it easier to sell. But the bottom line is, this pass rush in this defense, if you can limit Manungai and everybody else running the football, and you turn this in, you're going to write this down already for the keys to the game or whatever we do on Friday. Green Bay gets this Bears team in 3rd and 5+ more than they don't. This thing's a wrap. They are going to struggle because I give them credit again with their O-line, but this needs to be a 3rd and long game. I think that's where you can create turnovers, and that's where our defense really likes to eat. And if the Bears can keep it where they're pounding the football and it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, I think you're in for a dogfight. And like most of these games, who wins the battle up front is going to be – it's not going to be who's quarterback. Obviously, we'd take Jordan Love over Caleb Williams, and so would Ben Johnson as we sit here right now.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't say that, but he would.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan is a much better thrower of the football than Caleb is as we sit here today. And, the stats would indicate that. And so if you can get this into a game where you have to throw the football, I think Green Bay feels a heck of a lot better about it than the Chicago Bears do.
So I said something very unpopular because I'm not a fan, and that was that I wanted to see Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson make the Bears good again, because I think this rivalry, which has been so one-sided for the last 3 decades with Favre and Rodgers. Brett Favre, the Packers with Brett Favre at quarterback against the Bears, 22 and 10.
Sounds like a win-loss stat. Sounds like a QBWL.
The Packers with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback against the Bears, 25 and 5.
That's pretty good.
The Packers with Jordan Love at quarterback, 3 and 1 against the Bears. So 22 and 10, 25 and 5, 3 and 1. The Bears, obviously, no matter who played quarterback, they lost a bunch of those games. So I said that I wanted Caleb Williams to be good enough for this to be like a great rivalry, like Manning versus Brady. That has not materialized yet. Jordan Love is certainly much further along, but I'm if they're going to win in spite of him or win with him, that's still more interesting to me than it being one-sided. I know Packers fans don't feel the way I do. Do you believe that Caleb Williams, I'm going to ask Evan Cohen this as well, do you believe with Ben Johnson as his coach, Caleb Williams will live up to being the number 1 overall pick from a year ago, or do you think he's going to be a disappointment for Bears fans too?
I think he has a chance to have a chance. I believe when you start looking at it, he moves better than Jared Goff, but I think he is going to need that same Sean McVay, Jared Goff relationship. Jared Goff, when he had Jeff Fisher, stunk.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams with Eberflus, not very good. Now, This year, he needs to be more accurate with the football, no question. I think he has the skills, or he doesn't get drafted as high as he does. And if you believe that Ben Johnson knows what he's doing, and I do believe he does, I think it could be that type of relationship. Do I see him like I see Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or any of the top-tier quarterbacks? No. You can't, in this league, you can't have an under 60% completion percentage and expect to have a ton of success. So I believe if I'm a Bears fan, I look at what Sean McVay did with Jared Goff. That would be where I'm hoping to get him to. And if you can do that, you'd feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, you got to a Super Bowl that way. All right, we need to get ready for Evan Cohen. I'm going to ask him the question I just asked Tausch after I asked Tausch to tell us about Coors Light.
Yeah, whether you're tailgating pregame, enjoying the experience during the game, celebrating a big dub after the game, or you just need a moment to chill, crack open that Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light, brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and cold packaged. It is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Jeff in the ESPN Madison YouTube comments, Jesse did an excellent job last night hosting the Barry Alvarez show. The entire hour was devoted to recruiting and looking back on the season. Tarek Saleh was great. Alvarez wants O-lineman from Wisconsin. Jesse, we will give you more pats on the back a little bit later in the program. I'm sure Evan Cohen will give you one when he joins us from Unsportsmanlike next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we create strategies that are tailored to your needs and goals. We've invested heavily in client-friendly software so your assets and plan progress are available to view in one place at any time. Whether you prefer only the high-level information or enjoy the intricate details of the planning process, we've got you covered. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Right now, you can get 35% off your Iron Jock gear. Use code HOLIDAY35. That's HOLIDAY35 for 35% off your order. Shop now at ironjock.com.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event. Now through Wednesday, shop extended Black Friday savings store-wide, up to 50% off or more while supplies last. Like 40-piece Rubbermaid food storage sets over half off, just $9.99. Shop extended Black Friday savings on Dickies Automotive Interior Accessories, all 25% off. Rewards members save 30%. And 159-piece Craftsman Mechanics tool set over half off. Don't miss extended Black Friday deals only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
You've got a lot to be thankful for this season, especially the incredible deals at Metro Kia of Madison. Right now, you can drive home a 2026 Kia Sportage or a 26 Kia Sportage Hybrid with 0% APR for 48 months. That's just $21.22 per $1,000 financed. Be thankful for savings, thankful for style, and thankful for a ride that makes every drive feel brand new. But don't wait. These offers end December 15th. Find your next Kia today at metrokiamadison.com.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honey's. Celebrate the holiday season at the restaurant that won gold in Best of Madison. Enjoy seasonal dishes, handcrafted cocktails, and hospitality that makes every visit special. Planning your holiday party? They'll help you host a celebration that everyone will remember. Don't wait. Make a reservation today to secure your spot this season. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Wanakee, or Mount Horeb, and enjoy holiday cheer with great food and great company. I'll see you at Buck and Honey's.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
I think it's fair to ask whether or not this core of players has missed their window. And I go back to that NFC Championship game that they had a couple of years ago out in the Bay Area where Dan Campbell went for it on all the fourth down and came up snake eyes. That felt very much so like the best chance to be able to get to the big game and win a Lombardi. And I don't know that this group as constituted is going to be able to have another opportunity like that.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings from 5 to 9 on 100.5 ESPN.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We're on the Badgers.
This is where probably the program mindset has to change.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
What we probably have to do is ante up for unproven and bet on future success, not on past.
This is 100.5 ESPN.
This is not a farewell to Evan Cohen, because he will continue to join us on Tuesdays as he always does. This is a farewell to the Killers, though. We have decided, we've made the command decision to in an effort, despite the princely sum that we pay, to play great music, and we do love the Killers on this show. We want to make sure that we're on the right side of getting you all of our content properly on the various other ways you can consume Wilde and Tausch. So goodbye to the Killers. Hello!
And Jason, and our show is kind of built for royalty-free music, too. Like, I think our show's built for that.
I don't know what that
singing.
means.
No, we like singing. I don't think we need all of the bells and whistles of big-time artists.
Yeah, I don't think that's we tend to sing. Don't we tend to sing along or parody?
Yeah, but we don't even know the words.
Required music, though? Like,
no, we don't even know the words.
Okay. Well, we do know Evan Cohen, and he joins us now from Unsportsmanlike. Evan, good morning. How are you?
You know, for a second, I was like, wait, I wasn't consulted on this, and then now I understand why. So I'm, you know what? I could say I'm doing well, but I'm not doing well, guys. And
oh no,
I'm sure you guys can. Well, I'm sure you guys can relate to this. So I had to rush out of the studio today at the end of the program, right after Stephanie McMahon joined us, who was unbelievable. But the reason I had to rush out is early this morning, 5-something in the morning, I get the automated message from the school system. 3-hour delay for my kids because of an incoming alleged snowstorm. All right, well, that's not ideal. My wife works, and also simultaneously this week, unfortunately, has jury duty. Well, okay, so you get that message. Now we got to scramble, figure out what we're going to do with the kids for 3 hours. Then, as we're finishing up the show, I get the school closed. Oh, God. It's not currently snowing, and it's raining. Yeah, very frustrating. So now my wife had to go. We had to drop them off at a friend's house. I'm now rushing home. But if you were here where I am right now in New York, this is ridiculous that they're not in school right now. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a quota, right? Aren't there a number of days that teachers are allowed to teach? So when you have the opening, when you haven't taken a snow day, you got to take it, I guess, even if there's no snow? This is ridiculous.
Safety first, Evan. It's always safety first.
Yeah, I don't think that
they're
taking...
You know what? I don't look at school as academics. I look at school as babysitting.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
Okay. So wait. So at no point were they going to join the Unsportsmanlike panel? Like, was that not an option to bring them into the studio?
You want my wife to drive my kids in over an hour?
No, get them up and take them with them in the morning.
Yeah. What time?
Get them up. Take your kids to work day. Let's go.
At a desk. I was sitting at a desk in the city, an hour away from my house, when I got the initial 3-hour delay notification.
No. You're not understanding.
Sounds like you get to work
You knew
too
that
early.
school was going to be canceled 3 hours. It was pushed 3 hours. So wake your kids up at 3:30 and say, hey, it's take our kids to work day today. Let's go.
No, you're not listening. I didn't know
I was
at that
listening.
Time. By the way, let's not blow by what Jesse just said. Go ahead, repeat it, because they didn't hear it, Jesse.
Oh, we heard it.
Sounds like you get to work way too early.
Josh, how do you feel about that comment from your?
I don't have any. No, I made Jesse work too hard yesterday on a number, so I am very sensitive to Jesse's work today. I'm going to be. I don't have a comment on that, Evan.
You asked for caller 126 to win a contest.
Yeah, I asked Riley Yelp for 140, and Riley soaked it in and said, "Give me more. I want 142. I want 146."
By the way, speaking of Riley, good job by him representing UW-Madison. I saw that clip. That was great. That all of us, he's standing up for our school. That was awesome. Good job, Riley.
I didn't. What was it? You mean the Big Brother stuff?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right, Jason. I don't know if you've seen that or not. FCO, I was listening to your show this morning, and you're trying to tell me that the New York Giants job is not as I guess in demand because their quarterback plays too reckless. I want to make sure I'm summarizing this correctly. Is that your take?
Not what I said. Not what I said.
All right,
what did
you say?
What I asked.
Don't do the ask. You made a declarative statement. No?
No, I did not. No, I didn't. What I'm asking to those who know more than I would, which would be Chris Canty, who played, Mark Tauscher, who played, and Jason Wilde, who covers, what I'm asking is, does a quarterback's recklessness potentially turn someone off to a job? That's what I'm asking. And if you tell me no, because every coach will come in thinking, oh, I can fix that, then case solved. So I will ask you, by the way, let's use your guy, and the guy that I definitely root for, Mike McCarthy. Would Mike be turned off by Jackson Dart's recklessness, or would he say,
no,
give me a training camp with him,
I can figure that out? He said he could fix it.
Okay.
He thinks he could fix it. Yep.
Jason, you agree with that?
Yeah, so I guess my question would be, is the recklessness as much of a deterrent as, say, I don't know, inaccuracy with throwing the football, right? Because Tausch and I were just talking about Caleb Williams and the quote from Ben Johnson saying that right now we're winning in spite of our passing game, not because of it. And he also pointed out the route running and everything else, but that's still an indictment of the quarterback. So I would argue you're more likely to be able to coach out the recklessness than significantly coach out inaccuracy. You can certainly improve fundamentals and footwork and everything you need to be more accurate. We saw Tom Clements and Mike McCarthy do that with Matt Flynn, for example. And we saw him drop Aaron Rodgers' ball carriage after he was done at Cal with Jeff Tedford. But what would you be more turned off by as a coach? Recklessly running with the football or not being able to throw the football precisely? I would say it would be the latter.
It's an interesting question. So I'm going to answer it with a question based on real-life experience here that we've seen in the NFL. Do you believe the Buffalo Bills have coached out the recklessness of reigning MVP Josh Allen?
I think that they have improved his decision-making on when he can and should not be reckless, yes. Not entirely coached it out of him, no.
Right. That second part really stands out to me. So this is an interesting quarterback discussion, right? I love Jalen Hurts. One of the reasons I love Jalen Hurts is because he's risk-averse. He doesn't make mistakes. I understand he did on Friday, but in general, in comparison to his peers, he doesn't make mistakes, right? I love that. Your quarterback, Jordan Love, really interesting. Makes some of the best throws you'll ever see. Also makes some of the worst throws you'll ever see, but rarely do they result in turnovers, which is an odd thing to have so many missed throws and so many great throws and not turn the ball over. So you bring up an interesting point. Yes, maybe you can coach the recklessness out of a player, but the recklessness we're talking about with some other players is based on where they throw the ball. With this specific player, Jackson Dart, is the danger of him actually getting hurt, God forbid. That's different than turning the ball over.
Sure, but I would argue that I saw Aaron Rodgers during his time early in his career as a starter You know, you saw it in the game in 2007 when he went in Dallas. You saw it when Tausch was blocking for him in 08 and 09.
Jason, I'm going to tell you, and I tell this story a lot, but I know not everybody listens every day. So in 2010, and I think Rodgers, like a lot of young players, a la Jackson Dart, and they want to prove to their teammates they're tough, that they're going to be out there competing, and they're going to get every yard, they're going to make a tackle on an interception. And the light came on for Aaron Rodgers after he was knocked out of the Detroit Lions game. I think it was a Thanksgiving game. We ended up getting beat 7-3. It was like a total sludge. And then that next week, in front of the entire team, Mike McCarthy got up and he basically said, we need you. We need you to be out there. You have to be smarter, because he was running, he took a shot, and I think the light bulb went on when everybody in the room is looking at you at the quarterback and say, we do need you. You have to be smarter about when you pick your spots. And from that point on, Aaron still would go make plays. He'd do things with his feet. But sometimes it takes your team and your coaches to come out and tell you, hey, man, we love your competitive juice. We want you to have that, but we need you. We are dependent on you. And the only way that helps us is if you're out there playing. And I'm telling you, that got through to him, and I'm telling you the rest of his career, that was in the back of his mind when he was in the decision-making process of doing stuff.
That's a great...
Tausch, that was really interesting, because the first part of that, what you just said, I had not thought about. That part of the mentality of, in this case, Jackson Dart, in that case, Aaron, was, I need to show the other 52 I'm one of them. And I had not thought about it that way, because I don't look at a quarterback like I'm one of. Like, I played high school football.
That's what I heard.
Think I was.
I've heard not overly successful, but you had a fun run.
Yeah,
is what I heard.
Yeah, I had a run.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah. I don't know that I was a football player. I was a quarterback, and I think that there is a difference. And like, I don't look at Jack's like the quarterback position. Yes, football player, sure, like kind of, but it's not like every other position. It is more important both by salary and both by importance to a game than every other position.
Leadership.
That's not meant to insult. Yeah, so like you're not just like everyone else, and in essence, trying to prove you are could actually make you not one of everybody else, because you get hurt and you can't help them. God forbid.
Well, I think there is.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I think there's also it takes a while for the player, the quarterback, to feel like they actually are deserved of being that, where it's everybody in the building. Like, you know, and I don't know if it was Canty or who it was, maybe it was Jeff Saturday on Get Up, that was talking about everybody is dependent on you, or if you get hurt, all of a sudden I go from living in wherever to I have to go find a new town, a new school for my kids. That's how dependent people are on you. And it is everybody in the building. And that is a huge burden that I think some people, you don't know if you're worthy of that. And until you know that, that's when it sinks in, and it does take a little time to understand the bigness of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense. It makes total sense, because it's real life. I mean, like, you know, someone that's important at a job that will just come in sick every day and then ultimately get sent home, and it's like, well, we need you. Like, we need you for longer than you're going to be here because you're sick, and, like, we need you to be healthy and so on. Like, that is hard to, like, I'm not comparing myself to a quarterback, but, like, I worked 12 years for one company. I didn't take one sick day. Not because I wasn't sick. I just, like, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to find a way, right? Like, but that could have hurt people.
Thank you for your service.
I know, yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, yeah.
What a waste. I think it's also important to emphasize.
How does that work then? Do you bank your sick days, and then because Jesse's actually running on a deficit, and he was wondering if he could trade to get some of your sick days.
Buy some of your sick days.
Jesse actually used my sick days from another company. Is what he did.
You're welcome. Can't let those go to waste.
Jesse, this is a serious question, Jesse. I'm being dead serious. If Ashton and Brian and Ben and Scouts and all the people that are in charge, they said to you, listen, you get paid the same and you don't have to work for the next year, would you do it?
Oh, boy, this is tricky. Tricky question.
How's that different than his current schedule?
Jason Wilde up the top rope.
Wow. I would continue to work. I love what we do. I would continue
There you
to
go.
work.
That's the right answer, Jesse. I don't know if I believe you, but it's the right answer.
May, June, July, pick some spots.
No, that's not the option. That's not the option. Either you have to work every day for the next year, paid the same, or work no days for the next year, paid the same.
Do I get my job back if I take the year off?
Yes, but everybody will judge you.
Oh, that's not going to stop it.
Like that's different than any other day. Hey, you know what? I might take the year after it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Very excited for new Wilde and Tausch producer Hunter Vaughn starting January 1st. Talking with Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike to underscore.
Evco, oh, my bad, Jason. Don't you be rolling your eyes at me. Just remind. So, Evco, or Jason. Jason, go ahead.
That was Jason. Wait a minute. That was Jason putting the ball on the tee. He's the next batter, and I was just moving the batter out of the way to the next at bat.
I put the ball down, and Young Hoo Koo missed the football and kicked the turf. That's what that was.
Young Wei Koo.
Yeah.
Heard it both ways.
Jason, go ahead. Just remind me Jared Goff. I want to end it with Evan on Jared Goff. Go ahead, Jason.
Thank you, Tausch. I just wanted to make a
Thanks
very
for coming back.
very brief point.
Thought you were taking that year thing off with Jesse.
The concussion that Tausch is talking about against the Lions. Don't forget, the Packers lose their next game, even though Matt Flynn plays really well at New England. And the only reason that loss doesn't eliminate them from playoff contention is because Deshaun Jackson had a touchdown on a punt return for the Eagles that kept the Packers alive. Otherwise, not only is that concussion that you're talking about, that Matt Lafleur or that Mike McCarthy says we need you, vital to their chances, they don't make the playoffs because of it. Mm-hmm. And then you don't win a Super Bowl. All because of that concussion.
Was the Matt Flynn Patriots game the one where the offensive lineman for the Pats had the huge run back on the kick return?
Yes.
Same game?
Yes. Dan Conley.
Yes.
One of the great big man feats I've ever seen on an NFL field. It was unbelievable.
Now,
I was thinking about Jared Goff, Tausch. You got anything on him?
No, I do have it, but Jason, I want you to finish up because
that's all
you're
I wanted
good.
to get in. That was all I wanted to get in.
All right, good stuff. Jason, that was really good by you.
Thanks.
So, Evan, would the Chicago Bears and Ben Johnson be content? Caleb Williams, you just heard Ben Johnson say they're winning in spite of their passing game. He's completing 58.7?
Correct.
58.7% of his passes, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is close to what you completed as a high school senior at your high school. Would Bears fans and Ben Johnson feel good if they were able to go Sean McVay, Jared Goff, Rams era with Caleb Williams? Would they feel good about that?
You know, I never actually thought about what my completion percentage was now that I think about it. I got to look
Probably
into
good.
Yeah, get back to us on that.
Yeah. No, I think they should shoot higher than that. I think they could be that good. I ripped, Canty and I discussed this a lot, like how when all the Ben Johnson hype as an assistant coach was happening, I would say on the air, like, can we pipe down with this? If we were making him out to be a combination of Walsh, Lombardi, and Belichick for an insane amount of money when the guy's never coached a game, like, can we relax? And boy, was I wrong. He is that good. And they have something cooking right now that I would be very worried about if I'm a Packers fan, because you're in your window where you should be dominating, And I'm not saying you're not going to. What I'm saying is I think you got a toe-to-toe rival. And no, if I'm the Bears, getting to 1 and losing it is not good enough right now.
You're telling me that if they would get Caleb Williams to play at Jared Goff's level with the Rams, which was high completion percentage, pretty doggone good offense, and they got to a Super Bowl, you're not happy?
Nope.
As a Bears fan?
Not as we're sitting in the moment right now, no. Because
okay.
they're 9-3 in a year that 9-8 would have been a home run. So, no, my expectations have changed. I said 2 games ago when they had 7 wins, I said 2 more and you're good for the rest of the season. Now, the expectations have changed. They're really good. They were very smart in building inside outs. They have good receivers. I love the idea of drafting a first-round tight end to pair with another tight end. It's what I would do. I would only draft offensive linemen and I would start with a great tight end or 2 before I even worry about wide receivers. Like, they've just done things the right way here, and I think they have high hopes. And if I'm the Packers right now, I better take advantage of right now because I think this team's only going to get better and better and better.
Well, you don't think the Packers are going to get better and better and better?
I don't know, because the Packers being so young means that they have so many guys that are going to want big contracts, and they're going to have to replenish. And we know that the replenishments are going to be as good as the current guys that are not on big contracts. So you would know that better than I would.
Doesn't the same thing? Can't you say the same thing for the Bears?
Not really, because Caleb doesn't have his contract yet, and they don't pay a defender like a quarterback.
Good point, Evan. Really good point. Good appearance today. I thought you were really sharp.
I took the entire last year off to get to this point.
What is
fresh and relaxed?
Evan, anything else that you have on your mind? Because otherwise we're going to end actually on time for once. So we can't.
Let me ask this, Evan. Yeah, let me ask this. Jesse, anything from the Barry Alvarez show last night that you hit a home run with Tar? Anything that Evan would find super interesting from the Barry Alvarez show that you did a great job hosting last night?
Good question.
Yeah, I'll have something right. Actually, our email is not working here on our computer where I could play the audio clips from. However,
good stuff.
Evan, do you believe Wisconsin can turn this thing around right away next year? Because Coach Alvarez believes they can.
Well, what's he going to say?
They certainly took steps at the end of the year. I'd like them to do what I've suggested them to do, which is all NIL money to offensive linemen. Make it an attractive destination for skill position guys who may get passed over elsewhere or who may even get a buck higher somewhere else to say, you know what, I have a better chance of performing at a higher level for more years and getting hurt less behind that enormous offensive line than I would go into this school or that school, whatever it may be. That I'm going to. Can they turn it around right away? Yeah. Go get offensive linemen. I don't know if they're actually doing that. You would know better than I would.
Well, as a matter of fact, Barry Alvarez did talk about that last night on the Barry Alvarez show. Would you like to hear what he said about the offensive line, guys?
No, not really.
Why don't you tell me the name of the movie?
I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I do know you have to score some points to win some games if you want to win some games. For Wisconsin not to be able to run the football, I go right back to the offensive line. You can recruit offensive linemen that are as good as anyone in the country right there in the state of Wisconsin. If you put an emphasis on the linemen in our state and you get 90% of them over a 4 or 5 year period, you're going to be stocked with good linemen. If you have a good offensive line, you have a chance to win whoever you play against because you can hang on to the ball. You can shorten the game. That was our formula for success there. And it starts with Wisconsin kids. That's the one thing that we can, we felt that we could do. We don't have a lot of skilled players. You're going to get a few players from the state are really, really talented that are skilled players. But for the most part, you're going to get 5 to 8 really good linemen every year. And if you keep 90% of those guys at home, you have a chance to win.
No lies detected there.
Two of the great football minds in the state of Wisconsin. Me and Barry Alvarez.
You're in New York.
I thought you were going to say Jesse. I thought you were going to say Jesse Nelson. For asking the
Neither of them are currently in the state of Wisconsin.
That's actually a good point.
Well done,
Jesse.
Jesse.
That's a good point. Jesse, you know what? You may want to work the next year. That was good.
Oh, real good.
Do you need to spend all of your NIL budget just on offensive linemen, or do you think offensive linemen, while compensated properly, if you just do that, that'll be enough?
Now, what Evan's point is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Evan, I will speak for you. You want to you want to zig while everybody's zagging. And
That's
if
right.
it is, I will overpay for good offensive linemen to make sure that we're stocked there, and that will then springboard us to we can be that school where you're also going to be a pro, because there was a time you played at Wisconsin, you didn't even have to play. You were going to get looks into the NFL. That was part of the deal.
I know a guy like that.
Yeah.
So
Well, okay,
that, I
Josh,
think,
to
is
that
Evco's
point,
point. Now,
it's
when he
exactly-
starts getting
exactly
into
right.
you start getting into the Don Morton run the veer option and do something totally different, I am out on that action. And I was
No, let's
crystal
do it
clear
this way.
about that.
I'll do it by name, okay? So let's do it this way. What I'm saying is, yes, let's make sure Mark Tauscher and Joe Thomas stay at home, okay? Check. But then let's make sure that Mark Tauscher and Joe Thomas make it to the NFL, and the rest of their line makes it to the NFL, and that they're getting good salaries in college, where, just as an example, Chargers big-time lineman who went to Notre Dame, second-generation player, Joe Alt, is like, wait a minute. You know, I was thinking about going to Notre Dame, but, like, they're going to pay me more, and I'm guaranteed to be a top-round pick because that's the O-line school. Let me just go there. That's what I'm saying. The out-of-state guys.
Love it.
It's literally, remember in Social Network where they talk about, Facebook, and they're like, all right, we need to get Texas, but in order to get Texas, we got to make Texas Tech and A&M and all the other schools around Austin so cool that Austin just like, oh, well, we want that too. We can't start there. That's what I'm saying. Basically, I'm Mark Zuckerberg in this case.
Get rid of the.
Yeah.
Go boo in a bar.
Evan, good luck with juggling the.
We didn't even mention Evco.
Wait a minute. I got food in a bar. And
I was just going to say, somehow he's in the State Journal for being booed in a bar for ordering a salad at a brat joint. He literally was booed, and it was one of Jason. It was, how in the State Journal they have 4 stories you can click on the top. I know you're not a State Journal guy anymore, but it's click, 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 click. Evan Cohen being booed in a bar was one of the top 4 stories in Madison last weekend.
I did. I saw it. Yes, I read it too.
Is that not? I can't
What a
believe we
world.
didn't start with that. Well, let's talk about that.
That's a bad job
for
by
second.
you. That's a bad job by you.
Go
Evan.
boo in a bar.
Well, you did come in hot about the snow day
cold.
situation.
I came in hot about the cold, Jason.
Indeed, yes. So this is great because we've now managed to go from
We found a
on
way.
time to
We
late.
found a
So
way.
might as well really go late. Tell us your salad story at State Street Brats, which I'm sure serves ice cream.
Okay, so on Saturday when I was
salads.
in Madison for the Illinois game, won by Wisconsin, no big deal. Michelle Smallman and I were walking around State Street. She had never been to State Street. I walked her, we walked around everywhere, and she said, let's go. We decided to go there for lunch. So I'm trying to eat right. How she saw me the night before. I did a little chicken lettuce wrap kind of thing. Not the worst in the world, right? Not the best, but not the worst. So I all right, let me try to eat right here. So I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich with a side salad. Not the best, not the worst. At that time of day, it's one of those things where you have the the stands with the number on them, where the waiter or waitress walks around, because it's not like waiter or waitress service. You order at the counter and they bring it to you. So Michelle was number 119, and I am number 1. So we order separately, because we had to expense it properly. So she orders, she gets her food. Now she ordered a brat of beer and cheese curds. They bring 119. I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and it's not coming out. I'm like, what's happening here? All of a sudden, on the loudspeaker, which I didn't even know they had, order number 120, we are unable to locate you. Order number 120. I'm like, oh, my God. So I get up. Everybody's staring at me like, oh, you're 120. Where are you? Whatever. Waiter comes over. We finally find each other. Guy hands me the food. They see, because I'm 120, grilled chicken and a salad, and they started booing me that I didn't order like a regular brat kind of meal. So when Coach Alvarez says to Jesse and Tarek and Derek, go boo in a bar, I literally got booed in a bar. Then somehow, because I got recognized by people there, they were starting to take pictures and stuff, no big deal. And so then it gets picked up by the Wisconsin State Journal that I'm the loser that ordered the salad at a sports bar because they probably had never made that before. I could not believe all of a sudden Jim Rutledge, Jim, Matt, and Molly. Thank you, by the way, to Wilde and Tausch, Jim, Matt, and Molly for having us on. KBN, still waiting for the invite when we came to Madison. Anyway, Jim forwards me the story and says, you got to see this. I texted to Tausch. Tausch is like, this is not only a story, they put this on the front page of everything. I couldn't believe it.
Pretty
Any
crazy.
follow-ups? Go ahead.
Go boo in a bar.
That's what I was waiting for. I'd like to go back to the part where you said you were recognized, no big deal.
Right.
Did you feel like people recognized you as Matt LePay's protege because of your reputation in Madison, or because of your wildly popular national radio show?
Yeah, interesting. Probably not the LePay part, although that would be an honor for somebody to recognize me that way. But you'd be surprised. I know you're rooting against it, Jason, but we got stopped a bunch, and somehow I got stopped before Michelle did. We were keeping track because we're losers. I won 5-0. People stopped me 5 times before they stopped her. How about that?
That is definitely something to brag about.
Tausch never got stopped. You almost feel like Tausch's fame is dwindling a little bit, Madison. Would you agree? That's what you texted me to talk about, right, Jason?
Oh, wow.
Interesting. I'm all right with that.
Evan, we will talk to you next week. We will not have the Killers music playing when we do.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
New era.
Yeah, you're right.
Take care. Be good.
All right. Bye.
That is Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike, who was recognized 5 times during his visit to Madison. Jesse, I say this...
He's here for 4 days. I mean, that's like 1 a day. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's glazing himself about it. It's like...
self-glazing.
4 of the people were at the Everlight Solar Studios that recognized him.
Nice.
So.
I step out onto this creaky limb carefully. It is time for another Iron Jock giveaway.
Oh, boy.
I personally really enjoy opening up the possibilities to later callers. I think Riley Yauk, who drew Evan Cohen's praise for his post
Is Riley
game.
in studio today, Jesse? Is he around?
Is he available?
He has the year off.
Okay.
Okay. So Jesse complained to management about his incredibly difficult workload of 126 callers yesterday.
I did not.
Yes.
Management got involved.
I complained to you guys.
So, in an effort to stay on the right side of HR, Tausch, tell us about Iron Jock and then select a caller that is earlier than 126, please.
I will do that, and I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Performance apparel built to fight sweat, odor, bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. And now Iron Jock is introducing 4 new lightweight hoodies. These hoodies are world-class with cooling, wicking, and 4-way stretch. Go to ironjock.com to get your hoodie today. That's ironjock.com. Get that today. And right now, is your chance to win your own hoodie from Iron Jock. Give a call at 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. So I've taken into account that Jesse has been tired, and we've been working him hard. So we're not going to go triple digits today. We're not going to do that. Caller 99. Caller number 99 will win the new Iron Jock lightweight hoodie. Again, caller 99, 844-770-3776 to win that new lightweight Iron Jock hoodie.
Caller 99 right now, 844-770-3776. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Grab some friends, purchase tickets, and get to the Sylvie in Madison on Monday, February 24th for Andy North Trivia Night presented by Exact Sciences. Enjoy a fun and inspiring evening of trivia, music, food, and refreshments while helping to raise money for the UW Carbone Cancer Center. This fun and inspiring event is hosted by Andy North, and in addition to the trivia, the lineup includes a silent auction, celebrity appearances, and prizes. Visit AndyNorthAndFriends.com to buy your tickets for this event at the Sylvie on February 24th. The event has sold out quickly in past years, so get your tickets now.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. And just like that, the 2025 football season has come to an end for the Wisconsin Badgers. UW fell 17-7 at Minnesota in the battle for Paul Bunyan's axe to finish the season at 4-8. It's the second consecutive losing season under Luke Fickell, and the Badgers' worst record since a 4-5-2 campaign in 1995.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% financing for up to 6 years.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
I knew that we were going to be getting engaged soon and needed to do some ring shopping. Heard the radio ads of Chalmers and decided, hey, we should give it a shot at Chalmers.
They were just awesome at accepting us through the door and understanding what she wanted in terms of how she wanted it, and they delivered.
Everybody always is telling me how sparkly my ring is. They tell me that they really like the style of the ring and the setting that it's in. I am ecstatic with it.
Thank you, Chalmers.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at CelebrationsEntertainment.com. That's CelebrationsEntertainment.com.
The Bucky Badger Student Mascot Fund was created to support the amazing student athletes who bring the best mascot in the world to life. Hey, my name is Stacy Bruner. I was Bucky Badger from 2010 to 2014. My most memorable sports moment was running out the flag at the 2013 Rose Bowl versus Stanford. Your donation will help fund new scholarships to ensure that the rich tradition of Bucky lives on. Learn more at supportbucky.org. That's supportbucky.org.
The biggest games.
Back-to-back state championships. Still going, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
The most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stroh for my great friends at Door County Distillery. Locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. It's the best time of the year. It's bourbon season. Weather outside getting a little chilly, but you can stay warm with a delicious glass of the Door County Distillery bourbon. Or check out Door County Distillery exclusives like their cherry bourbon and their bat bourbon. It's bat good. Visit their website, doorcountydistillery.com. That's doorcountydistillery.com.
Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Congratulations to Lucas in Partyville. Not to be confused, I don't think, unless he's got a different residence than I thought he did, with Lucas Van Ness, who we need to talk to.
Not good news with him.
Yeah, we'll discuss that coming up a little bit later. I want to make sure that we're getting to our friend Matt Bowen, who is scheduled to appear at 10:30. But congratulations to Lucas. He wins the Iron Jock prize pack from our great partners at Iron Jock. Love the four-way stretch. It's hard to beat. It's also hard to, actually, right now, it's apparently kind of easy to beat the Bucks. Things are not going great for the Bucks.
Oof.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't tune in to the new season of Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Locked In, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson, takes you inside the team's pursuit of a championship. Here from the Bucks stars on how the competition is building chemistry and fueling another run at the moment just to get to 500. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get the podcasts.
The Wizards are 3-16, and they blew a 16-point lead last night.
Not great, Bob. Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher.
I'm nervous Shams is going to be putting a report out again pretty soon. His 88th report on Giannis.
Advocacy journalism. We need to get to the 10 o'clock hour. We will do so in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
This is Wisconsin Volleyball National Champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears rivalry week with a lot on the line at Lambeau Field Sunday at 3:25. Potential number one seed in the NFC and for sure NFC North supremacy when the Packers and Bears meet for the first of 2 times this season. Head coach Matt Laflur asked yesterday if it means more when the Packers and Bears play when both teams are good.
To be honest with you, I don't really put too much thought into that. Yeah, I think it's a cool for the fans, and certainly when you have 2 good teams, and obviously Chicago's the number 1 team in the NFC right now. So, it should be a great game.
Pretty lame answer from the head coach, but still plenty to get excited for Packers-Bears on Sunday. That continues with Wilde and Tausch. ESPN NFL analyst Matt Bowen scheduled to appear about 15 minutes from right now, helping preview the matchup. NBA, the Bucks blew a 16-point lead last night, lost on the road to the 3-16 Washington Wizards.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, begins now. We've got our friend Matt Bowen from ESPN, former Tausch teammate, former Iowa Hawkeye, who was on the field for Ron Dane, breaking the rushing record against them. Tausch, I keep hearing Jesse reference Matt Lafleur's lame answer to the rivalry. Jesse, what's your issue with Matt lame in his answer?
I mean, it's Packers-Bears. It's the most historic and arguably most iconic rivalry in the National Football League. It's what they led the 100th season with, defying the rules of the Super Bowl champion hosting the opening Thursday night game because they wanted to showcase that specific rivalry. It means a lot. Why does our head coach have to be up there? It's the same as any game. That's kind of cool. I don't really care about stuff like that. Play into it. Have some fun. This is a huge game this weekend. You got them twice in a couple of weeks here. And it's playing for the NFC North title, for the potential number 1 seed in the playoffs, for sure for playoff positioning, if nothing else. We can acknowledge that it's a big deal when these two teams are playing this year because they've both had great seasons. You're not lying to anybody, and it seems more ridiculous to try and avoid that than to just address it head on.
Do you want them to take I don't even know how I would describe the shot that Ben Johnson took at him in his introductory press conference, other than poorly delivered.
Yeah,
awkward.
That's silly. Yeah.
Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know. Like, who? Help me out here. What exactly do you want Matt Lafleur to say?
Yeah,
because you clearly didn't like what he said.
Ask me the question.
Well, it was lame, he said.
I'm Matt Lafleur.
From the cheap seats.
Ask me the question at the presser.
Hey, Matt. Obviously, this has been a pretty one-sided
God,
rivalry.
your eyebrows don't look as good as they used to. That's how you'd open, Jason.
No.
You're such a
Matt,
professional.
this rivalry was pretty one-sided for a long time, and now you guys are battling going into Sunday for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Does that make this rivalry better because you two are both good at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say that it makes it better. It's obviously the best rivalry in the National Football League, and but having both teams competing for the top spot in the division and the conference.
Sounds like a pretty lame answer so far, doesn't it, Tausch?
There's definitely some extra.
Yeah, I'm bored already. I'm taking a nap.
There's definitely some extra juice heading into this game, and I know our guys are excited for it. Our fans are certainly excited for it, and we're ready to get out there on Sunday.
That was not a significant upgrade.
What are you doing? That was boring.
Compared to what he said.
I don't even know what. If we're gonna do role play here, you better bring something. So don't criticize from the cheap seats, and then get the opportunity to role play, and then you do something lamer than he did.
Well, then you do it then.
Well, it's a good rivalry. I think it'll be a fun battle between the Green and Gold and the Chicago Bears. What a great history we have here. Boo. I'd be booing you in the studio if I was in there
conference.
Right now.
Go boo in a bar.
That's what you came up with?
That was lame. Lame.
It's still better than what he said, and it acknowledges that there's extra to the.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to get both of those thoughts out of my head because I should use that tonight when I'm trying to go night-night. Oh, what did Jesse say again? I'm gonna hit that pod at what time? 10:20. I'm gonna hit the 10:20 pod, and I'll be asleep before I know it. Thank you, Jesse, for your service because that was brutal.
Tausch, tell us about Tito's and get us out of this conversation.
I don't even know if I can. I'm so enthralled by that enthusiastic answer, but I always have time for Tito's, and whether it's the morning, you want to have a little Bloody Mary, if it's the afternoon, you want to mix it with whatever you like, or fall, a little cranberry in the evening, just make sure it's Tito's. It's always Tito's in my glass, and not only do they make great drinks, they also give back in a big way, partnering with nonprofits and doing real good in the communities across the country, especially for our four-legged friends. So the next time you're raising a glass, make sure it's Tito's handmade vodka, crafted to be savored responsibly.
More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Tito's handmade vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family-owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ho, my back.
Santa?
Ho, Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Right now, you can get 35% off your Iron Jock gear. Use code HOLIDAY35. That's HOLIDAY35 for 35% off your order. Shop now at ironjock.com. Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
We'll talk to Matt Bowen coming up. But before that, Tausch, you know that I've been a staunch supporter of this. I love that you and Sarah do this all the time. We've talked before about the AmFam Children's Hospital with UW Health. You never want to take advantage of its existence, right? You never want to actually need it, but to know that it's there in Madison is such a comfort, and it has been obviously a passion for you and Sarah to support it. It's Giving Tuesdays. Today feels like a good day to remind everyone how they can support it.
Indeed it is, Jason and Sarah. We were talking this morning. It is Giving Tuesday, and I know there's a lot of great causes out there. We're not trying to raise all $50,000 today. That is the number we want to get to by the end of the year. But Sarah and I, we said, you know what, if we can get people today to get up to $5,000, we will match that to get it to 10. So we're trying to get get 5 today. We're matching it. So we're hoping today to raise $10,000. We're trying to get all the way to 50, and we are teaming up with American Family Insurance through a virtual toy drive benefiting the American Family Children's Hospital. All donations will go towards therapeutic supplies and toys that will help thousands of children and families across the country. And again, American Family Insurance matches every dollar all the way up to $50,000 through the end of the year. And for today, on Giving Tuesday, we got $5K. We're trying to get everybody to help. We get it to 10. That keeps chipping away on our quest to get to that $50,000, which AmFam will match, and will then go $100,000 to the American Family Children's Hospital. So any support you can help, we appreciate it.
Matt Bowen of ESPN joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tosher here for Pizza Hut. Well, I've told you for a while about how much I love Pizza Hut since I was a kid, and it's especially great around the holidays. Here's the winning play of the season. Pizza Hut's Triple Treat Box is back. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and a dessert starting at just $19.99. Feed your crew before the game, after the game, or while you watch. The Triple Treat Box, only at Pizza Hut. Order now at pizzahut.com and on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, feed good times, and remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Talk Badger sports year-round with the Jump Around podcast.
Fans are fans. They're right to their opinion is their right. But like you said, they don't see the hours that we're putting in. They don't see the hours that Coach Vick is putting in. And he's our head coach, and we're gonna fight, scrap, and claw for him. And we all have 100% confidence in him. And we're gonna show up to work every day and give it our all for him. And yeah.
The Jump Around, brought to you by Steinhoffels. Streaming live every Thursday on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event. Now through Wednesday, shop extended Black Friday savings store-wide, up to 50% off or more while supplies last. Like up to 40% off select men's and women's Carhartt sweatshirts, select toys, or buy one, get one half off. Shop extended Black Friday savings on a 900-watt Avanti brand microwave, half price. And Peak Premium Antifreeze and Coolant, just 99 cents a gallon after $7 rebate. Don't miss extended Black Friday deals only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It's a sound you've heard in movies and music for generations. The unmistakable click of a Zippo lighter. Built to last, designed to be noticed. But Zippo is more than a lighter. It's a lifestyle. From sleek new finishes to hand warmers, candles, and accessories, Zippo brings that same legendary quality to everything they make. And now, you don't have to go far to find it. Discover Zippo lighters and more, available now at Sweet Fire Tobacco and Tundra Smoke Shops. Check us out in-store or online at Zippo.com.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Wilde and Tausch back with you. Tom Brady, Jamal Lewis, Plaxico Burress, Ron Dane, and Mark Tauscher and Matt Bowen. All members of the 2000 NFL draft class. And Tom Brady does not join us now, but Matt Bowen does. Matt, good morning. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. Didn't get Brady on today.
We couldn't. We've had Chris McIntosh on. He's a member of that class too.
Yes, he is. Great player.
Matt, you know how much we love you, and thank you for making time for us. I know we've been trying to get you on for a while for your insights into the NFL, but we have to start. And I know this went quasi-viral, but it was so good. You obviously not only are a former NFL player and an ESPN analyst and a husband and a dad, you also coach high school football. And Tausch, immediately after seeing this on social media, texted me. We would like you to just say the same thing you said on some other station about high school football.
Even spruce it up a little more, Matt, so we go viral better, if you could.
That'd be great.
Right. So I've been coaching at IC Catholic for 11 years now. And I've been a part of some really good football teams there, 4 state title teams. And I was on the radio last week talking about the end of our season. We lost in the state quarterfinals. And my point of all that, guys, was to kind of break down why I coach and what the values of coaching are and what your end goals are, correct? So, you know, much different than Bears-Packers, right? Bears-Packers is the business of winning. We all understand that. Matt Laflur goes to the playoffs, and they don't win a football game. It's not a successful season. We understand that. But at the high school level, it's different because instead of having one goal, which is a state championship, which is very hard to get, and that being your only goal, which I said was very hollow, your goal could be to buy time. And the way you buy time if you're a state playoff team is winning games, right? So you win a game, you win the first round, that buys you 7 more days to coach, 7 more days to work with the kids, 7 more days for a player like my son Grant, who's a sophomore, to work with seniors he absolutely looks up to more than anything right now. And that was the point of that discussion was we bought 3 more weeks this year during the state playoffs. It's 21 days. And those days are priceless for kids, especially seniors. And if you just play high school football and that's when the music stops, or it does for the majority of kids, getting those extra 21 days means everything to you. So you can never say your season's a failure if you don't win a state title. I just don't believe in that because I think it sets a bad precedent for kids. I think it sets a goal that is very hard to get. To win a state championship, the teams I was a part of, you need a lot of luck too. You need the ball to bounce your way. You need to be healthy. You need to, have some kids make some plays in critical game moments, which is hard to count on when you're looking at 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. So you need a lot of luck in those situations. So my whole point of that discussion was to say that you are playing this game and coaching this game to buy more time together as a football team. And I said, I have no problem saying no. I had a hard time with that as a former player because I didn't go to the Rose Bowl. Tausch did. I understand that. That was my goal going to Iowa. I wanted to play in Pasadena. It didn't happen. I wanted to win a Super Bowl championship. Didn't happen. I always go back to Tausch, that 2002 team we had that lost at home to Atlanta. I thought that was a Super Bowl football team. And we didn't play well enough against Atlanta and Michael Vick to make that happen. But I go back to those moments, and when I started coaching guys, I remember the man who hired me, I said to him right away, I have to win. That's exactly what I said. And I'm ashamed that I did say it. But that's where I was mentally with football at that point in my life, that I had to win. I just had to be a part of a winning team. It was something that really, really bothered me. It really hurt me mentally for years and years and years. And then when I started coaching, I said, you know what, this is, the winning is great. It's fun, but that's not what it's really about at that level. It's not the business of winning. And I've always said this about high school football. High school football, especially now what's going on in college, high school football is the last line of competitive innocence. Because if you do go play college football now, it is much different than when Tausch and I played, much different. And there's a lot of money involved. And it is exactly like Sundays now where it is the business of winning. So high school is still, to me, so different and so sacred. And as a coach, you should have a perspective on it to buy time, not to win titles.
Matt, how did you change the perspective? Because you went in there, and now you've been doing it for a long time, but the competitor and the career that you had, when did the switch flip for you to have the mentality you have now compared to when you walked in the door first as a coach?
Okay, great question, Tausch. My first season was 2015 coaching, and we had a really good football team and went to the state semifinals. And we lost to Bishop McNamara, who was extremely talented down in Kankakee. And it was at home in the snow. They put it on us. And I think it changed after the football game when I saw the seniors and saw how emotional they were and how much this meant to them to be a part of that program, to play just high school football in general, and to make it that far, because we weren't a team that was supposed to go that far in my first year. And to see what they did, how they accomplished that, and to play as a football team together and to win 4 state playoff games. So now you're buying 28 extra days. And I remember coming home from that game and talking to my wife saying, you know what, this was an awesome season. And we didn't win a state title. And I thought we overachieved that points. But, to be a part of that and to see the impact it had on the kids, I think that's when it really switched for me, is that I'm doing this because I want to pay it forward as a football coach and a former player, but also to see kids develop. And it's not just football in general. Everyone knows any football team, there are kids that are not stars. I've always said the greatest thing about high school sports, it doesn't be football, it can be soccer, girls, volleyball, whatever you want to talk about. It provides an outlet for kids at a very hard time in their life socially, because I think high school in general is awkward at times. And it provides an outlet. It provides a peer group that you don't normally have. It provides relationships that last forever that you wouldn't normally have unless you were a student athlete. And on top of that, and I'm big in academics, it forces you to be a better student. You have to manage your time when you have practice after school. You got to manage your time when you have lifting in the morning or workouts in the morning. And it forces you to study more, to manage your time, to be prepared for the next school day, but also be prepared for practice at the same time. It is one of the greatest teaching tools around. I've always said this too. My wife's a teacher. My mom was a teacher. My brother and sister-in-laws are teachers. Big with academics in our house. But there are so many things on the athletic field, the court, the ice, that are just simply not taught in the classroom. So I think you need that outlet. So Tausch, a roundabout way of saying it, but it really gave me a much wider scope of what high school sports is.
Now you know why.
Scope, I would think.
This is Matt. This is why we think the world of you. Let me ask you one other question on this because we got to get to Bears Packers and your insights on that. How do you manage the fine line, though? Right, because kids and certainly parents want to win.
Yes.
There are different perspectives. Like your team is full of kids that all have different. Like they all want to win and they all want to enjoy playing with each other and as teammates. but some have college aspirations. Others are hyper competitive and maybe don't appreciate the other parts. So how do you as a coach kind of find that balance? Because I think we've all been parents and experienced youth sports and high school sports, and that is not an easy line to walk.
No, it's not. I think your tone has to be correct when you talk to parents. I can go back to, I think this is a good example. I coached Grant for 3 years in Pop Warner football here. And my first speech to the parents at the beginning of the season was, I am not in this to win trophies. I'm not in this to win a state Pop Warner championship. And I'm definitely not in it to go down to the national tournament in Florida. That's not why I'm doing this. My job here is to develop your son or daughter to be ready for high school sports. That's what my job is. You're on the doorstep of high school sports. So my job as a coach at the youth level is to give you the skills, the development, the coaching that can put you in a better position to be ready to play high school sports. And that's the speech I always gave. It wasn't about winning, not in Pop Warner. I'm not trying to win a trophy in Pop Warner. I'll tell you that right now. And at the high school level, yes, Jason, everyone wants to win. I understand that. But you have to understand the way your tone when you talk to people is that this is how we run our program. Yes, we want to win. We're going to put your kid in a position to play successful football, but it's not really about that at the end of the day. Is we want to develop your kid to be a complete athlete and a complete student athlete. And when you do that, that does usually translate to winning, right? When you do the right things as a coach, when you, in terms of how you talk to kids, how you manage kids, how you manage their families, it usually does translate to winning if you're doing the right things. But just coming in, staying state championship or bust, it's just not going to fly with me. It's just not.
All right, well, we've got an opening at Ashwaubenon High School, so we'll talk about that off the air when we're done. In the meantime, it is about winning for Packers-Bears. And the person I need to ask you about, we've got Ben Johnson saying that they're winning in spite of their passing game, not because of it. You've got Caleb Williams completing 58.7% of his passes, and yet the Bears are still 9-3, and it does seem like Caleb Williams, with a different coach, has taken some steps forward. How do you view the Chicago Bears, especially offensively, and especially Caleb Williams?
Well, I think offensively right now, the foundation of their team is the running game. They are running the ball at an extremely high rate. I think what they did in the offseason is really showing in terms of the upgrades they made in the interior of the offensive front, what they did in free agency and trades to add to the interior of the offensive front. And if you go back and watch the tape this past Friday versus Philly, they were moving that Philadelphia defensive line off the football. Not many teams have done that to Philly up front. And what that does, that creates downhill running lanes. They have running backs that play with vision. They're decisive with the football. They're getting through to the second level. So I think that's where it starts. The foundation is the run game. But ultimately, the run game, I think it allows you to compete in football games. But in the NFL, if you want to win, you want to win at Lambeau Field. You want to get in the playoffs to win. You're going to have to throw to win still. You're going to have to make plays in the passing game. And I agree, Jason, what you said. Caleb Williams has improved under Ben Johnson. There's no question about that, especially under center when he's put in a position where he plays with more rhythm and timing, especially in breaking routes. He can drive the football. Use the term high RPM thrower to the middle of the field. The issue for him right now is the location or the accuracy. I think he has some misses every week on the tape. Part of that is lower body mechanics. Part of that is arm angle. Part of that is really just development as a professional football player and working with a brand new coach. So the point of that is you've seen improvement with Ben Johnson. And I think, unfortunately, in our business, everyone expects immediate results. With a young quarterback who is still learning, still developing, and still fixing his overall throwing mechanics, it's going to take some time. The thing Caleb has done throughout the course of this season, especially since they've been winning football games, is he is very capable of making a big play late in football games. He did it last Friday in the touchdown throw to Kmet. You know, the off-platform plays, the second reaction throws. He is a natural playmaker. And I think from a perspective of the Green Bay Packers, that's something you really have to try to prepare for, especially on third downs inside the red zone, when he can make those plays outside of structure and put points on the board.
Matt, on the flip side, the defense for Chicago beat up at the linebacker spot. How do you see that group holding up against Green Bay's offense?
Well, that's going to be the question, Tausch. I think that's been the matchup for the Bears the last couple of weeks when they're down their starting linebackers. Can they win in first and second down situations? Does Matt Laflur take advantage of that? Is it more run heavy with Josh Jacobs early in the football game? More play action heavy when you're dealing with, your second team linebackers and their eye discipline? Are they stepping downhill too quickly? Is that opening intermediate windows for Jordan Love to create big plays? But the linebacker position is something that we both need to watch come this Sunday at Lambeau and how they play against Matt LaFleur's offense. But the Bears defense in general, I haven't seen a team like this take the ball away that consistently since Lovie Smith was here in Chicago. That is a major part of what they're doing. And it's hard to teach. It's hard to count on every week. But they really have a culture of taking the football away, and they're getting the most out of the players. Look at Kevin Byard. Kevin Byard's playing some of the best football he has in the last 5 years in the league. He's well into his 30s. His play speed has declined. But then you look at this year and you say, well, the play speed is faster. He's got more range over the top of the defense. Dennis Allen is putting him in position to make plays at multiple levels of the field. Nashawn Wright was a corner that was thrown into the mix because they had injuries. He's got 5 interceptions. So you have all these guys that are making plays, and I've said this going back to last offseason. Ben Johnson hire took all the hype, and I understand it, but the Dennis Allen hire was critical for this football team. Critical because of what they do defensively. Remember the last couple of years of Matt Eberflus was very zone-heavy, very static. With Dennis Allen, they're going to throw a bunch at Jordan Love. And look, Jordan Love's played a lot of football. He will have opportunities to read it out post-snap, but they're going to make him work. That's the great thing about the top defense coordinator. It doesn't matter if you're playing against Jordan Love, Mahomes, Josh Allen. They're going to make you work. They're going to change the picture post-snap consistently. They're going to show pressure drop out. They're going to bring late pressure. They're going to spin the safeties. And that's going to be the challenge also for Jordan Love this week, is to ID those changes after the snap.
So, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. I think obviously optimism's high down in Chicago. They've been able to win a lot of close games. But I just get the sense that everybody is they're excited but hesitant to really open up until the Chicago Bears can come up to Lambeau and beat the Green Bay Packers. Is that a fair assessment, you being down there? Or is it the Bears are back and it's ready to roll? What is the psyche of a Bears fan down in Chicago right now?
I think it's exactly what you said initially, that they want to see more. Because some of these wins, and look, winning football games, Tausch can tell you, it's hard to win a game on Sunday. I don't care who you're playing. Those games are hard to win. But, I think ultimately Bears fans are looking at the next 3 weeks with 2 games against Green Bay Packers. Then at the end of the season with the Detroit Lions. Can you win those football games? Can you get a split with Green Bay, first of all? Can you still play at a high energy level when you have Cleveland next week before you play Green Bay again? And can you beat Detroit late in the season at home? I think those are the games you're looking at right now because, yes, the Bears are 9-3, but you got 3 divisional games left. Plus, you have the San Francisco 49ers, too. So there's a lot to play out here. And I think some Bears fans, want to plan the parade on LaSalle Street already, okay? We understand that. I think the majority of Bears fans are still waiting to see how they play starting this Sunday.
Is that the same street that Ferris Bueller has the parade on where he's singing Dunkashane? Or maybe that's...
No, the South Street's when they originally had the parade. I think so they had the White Sox parade in 05.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's around there.
The St. Patrick's Day parade that Dr. Richard Kimball is in. All right, we're talking to our guy Matt Bowen on Wilde and Tausch. A couple things about the Packers, Matt, before we let you go. One, when it comes to, you mentioned Jordan Love. I'm fascinated. There's like this subset of Packers fans that just don't believe in him. There's another one that thinks that he's Patrick Mahomes already. Somewhere in the middle is where I fall, which he has made a ton of progress toward being a really, really good quarterback. And I think he's learned from some of his earlier season mistakes. How do you view Jordan Love from your seat?
I think he's still an elevating player. I think if you were putting a grade on him at the end, you would say the arrow is still pointing up, which means there's still development to happen. But there's no question he has the traits and tools to get there. I think if you watched the game last week, it showed you a lot. Some of the throws he made, those were absolute lasers. Standing tall in the pocket, moving in the pocket, playing with poise in the pocket, getting through his reads. So I look at a player there and say, no, he's not at the level of Patrick Mahomes. I think we all understand that. But it's someone who is developing and can play at an extremely high level. Sure, there's still room to grow there. But if you're a Green Bay Packer fan, I think you have to like what you have there especially when you're pairing with Matt Lafleur. And I know there's been a lot of talk about Coach Lafleur. I don't understand it. I think he's one of the top play callers in the league. I still think the run game is the foundation of that offense. That's part of that coaching tree. But Matt Lafleur can coach. There's no question about that.
What about when you look on the defensive side of the ball, and obviously what Micah Parsons has brought, but you were talking about making quarterbacks work. I think that's something that Jeff Hafley believes in, a lot of disguise stuff. Mm-hmm. How do you view, how good is this defense in your mind, and how special has Micah Parsons been through 12 games?
Well, I'll start with Parsons. Obviously the move of the year in the National Football League. I mean, he's up there with Myles Garrett. I still think Myles Garrett is the best player overall right now, but Micah Parsons is pretty close just in terms of the impact of the difference-making ability they have. You know, part of the reasons you bring in Micah Parsons also is to be that fourth quarter closer for you, someone who's going to win the game for you. You know, when you have to get a stop late, he's the one, might not necessarily make the play, but he's going to force the play every time. Quickest, you know, the best closing speed in the NFL, a matchup issue all the time because of what he can do off the edge. And you can even drop him into coverage also. We've seen that before too. But Parsons is right now in the NFC North the ultimate decision maker. Now, I've always been a fan of the secondary. I love what they do in the secondary. McKinney's one of my favorite players to study just because of his versatility. He can roll down. He can play from depth. We know what he did last year in terms of the on-the-ball production. Nixon's made a lot of plays in the ball this year. He's been targeted a lot, but he's made a lot of plays in the ball as well. Buller's one of my favorites to study, too. I remember watching this tape at Georgia, someone who could play in the slot for you, but also play at a safety position. So what we're really talking about here under Hafley is a lot of guys with versatility at the third level, and that makes you a better defense.
All right, Matt, we know you've got a lot of other things on your plate. You did mention Matt Lafleur, though. I wanted to ask you one follow-up on that because I think you and I are in agreement there. I don't understand portion of the fan base, their frustration. But I do think there's a point to be made that he, and I think this has been the criticism of some, has tailored the running game to what Josh Jacobs wants versus to what the offense is best at in terms of play action off of it and everything else. How do you view that balancing act?
Well, that's a great question because that's why I brought up the run game as a foundation. You look at Shanahan, McVay, this coaching tree, that's what they do. It's a heavily schemed run game. And I agree you can be more creative at times in terms of play action. I think that needs to be more of a major part of their offense. Because when you can run the ball, and it doesn't have to be running for 300 yards a game, but when you can run the ball a certain way and mirror your pass game offense so everything looks the same. And I can tell you from the perspective of a former defensive back, that is very hard to prepare for. Because sooner or later, your eyes get very greedy as a defensive back. And you make the wrong read because you want to make a play and you want to make something happen. And that's when you can really take advantage of a defense when the run game and the pass game look almost identical 80% of the time. And Matt Lafleur can do that.
He wore number 28, I think, during his 2 seasons in Green Bay, but he's number 1 for us when it comes to NFL analysis. How do you like that? That's clever, isn't it? That was good.
Pretty good stuff.
Very good. Very good.
Matty, you're the greatest, man. We appreciate you so much. Have a good one.
All right, guys. Thank you.
God, we are always smarter when we talk to him. He is just so...
his high school sports stuff, and I know we reached out around when our high school championships were going on. I text one of my buddies that coaches. I could not recommend it. I hope Jesse, being the wise producer he is, put that out there because that is knowledge for everybody. Parents, kids, coaches. If we could abide by it, which is a lot harder, man, that was good. That was good stuff.
And look, the other stuff, you joke about sound graphs all the time. There's like 4 other ones not about the high school stuff.
Jordan Love stuff was pretty good there. I'm kind of excited about that.
About Caleb Williams, like about Matt Lafleur. Like he's so good at what he does, and we always love it when we get to catch up with him. And I'm glad, Tausch, you sent along what he did say about high school football then, and he was nice enough to repeat it with us. He's the best. So is Jones Dairy Farm, and those videos that you continue to produce are right up there as well.
Yeah, there's going to be some fun ones coming up with the volleyball squad starting their tournament. But it all comes back to Jones Dairy. Jones Dairy Farm, family-owned and operated. 7 generations in Fort Atkinson, all the way back to 1889. Best known for their all-natural sausage made from the original family recipe, available in pork, chicken, and turkey. And the sausage, all of it made with fresh meat only. None of those fillers, nitrates, MSG, or gluten. And Jones products are perfect for the holidays over the Thanksgiving. You get that sausage roll, put that in your stuffing. You also got those great smoked holiday hams that'll add a lot of flavor to your table. Head over to jonesdairyfarm.com to find all of Jones products and their availability in grocery stores all across Wisconsin.
More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Try Helix Sleep's award-winning mattress, now at Steinhoffels, 20% off. Visit steinhoffels.com to learn more. Better sleep starts now.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. And just like that, the 2025 football season has come to an end for the Wisconsin Badgers. UW fell 17-7 at Minnesota in the battle for Paul Bunyan's axe to finish the season at 4-8. It's the second consecutive losing season under Luke Fickell and the Badgers' worst record since a 4-5-2 campaign in 1995.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% financing for up to 6 years.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
The host might be irrelevant, but the conversations aren't.
I think Matt Laflur and both Jordan Love are good. I don't know if they're the guys that are going to be the ones that win you a Super Bowl.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe.
Does he have the it? The quarterback who says, we're not losing this game because I'm going to make sure of it?
Live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also available on the ESPN Wisconsin app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
We're on the Badgers.
This is where probably the program mindset has to change.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
What we probably have to do is ante up for unproven and bet on future success, not on past.
This is 100.5 ESPN.
She can't top all the things I do. Chasing your love.
I don't know. I think we're starting to stumble into some pretty good royalty-free tunes here. I love it.
We haven't even got any Christmas music, yacht rock. This is we're just dumbing into these.
The world is our oyster. Musically.
Free Music 8 is my least favorite of all the royalty-free music. I can't
Wait, so
stand this one.
do you search these out and load them in, or is someone else doing that for you? How does this work?
It's a team effort. Everybody's submitted a share of songs.
So Riley's doing all the work. Riley and Hunter are doing all the work, and Wooly. Is that how that's going, or
pretty much?
Yeah, team effort. Yeah,
there you go.
You know what else is a team effort? Is your success on Prize Picks? What did you do over the weekend? I lost track of that.
Yeah, we had a good weekend. Thanksgiving was good, other than I would have had a really good weekend if old boy catches. Jesse was all over telling me, oh, Wiley's gonna catch that 1 yard. That's all he needed.
I'm glad I did a flex play because I still won. We had 3 out of 4. Would have been a big payday if Wiley would have had a catch for a yard. Yeah. Still was winner.
Can't run one.
Tell
me we can't run one key pass.
He had a pass thrown to him. He drew a pass interference penalty. That's the difference. It's a game of inches.
We needed a catch.
That guy doesn't grab his arm. He catches that ball.
I'm going to tell you this. It's still fun, and it's the holiday season. Best time of the year for sports. Bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, and it's all happening at one time, and it always feels good to be right. With Prize Picks, the simplest way to play daily fantasy. Make your player picks less than 60 seconds. Choose more or less on at least 2 player stats. Get them right, you can cash in. And new this season, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you might be able to cash out before the game even ends. And with stacks, I told you to stack up on McCarthy a couple weeks ago. Pick. You can do that. You can do Giannis. You can do Steph. All of it. Deposits are fast and easy with Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI, and you'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that is code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good
to be right. We will be right in the 11 o'clock hour right away in 2 minutes. So stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Feel the thrill, chase the excitement, and win big. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Madison, it's Rich Eisen. Join me for The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays noon to 2, right here on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Wisconsin Surplus in Mount Horeb, your homegrown auction powerhouse. From government assets to vehicles and equipment, find your next deal at wisconsinsurplus.com. The Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears rivalry weekend, and maybe some of the biggest stakes we've seen for the rivalry in the better part of a decade and a half. The two teams contending atop the NFC North and for the number 1 seed in the NFC playoff picture. Head coach Matt Laflur asked yesterday during his Monday press conference in Green Bay if the rivalry feels a little different with both teams being good for a change.
To be honest with you, I don't really put too much thought into that. Yeah, I think it's cool for the fans, and certainly when you have two good teams, and obviously Chicago's the number 1 team in the NFC right now. So, this should be a great game.
Not lame at all. Great answer, Coach. Plenty more to get you set for the game all week long on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. If you missed any of the conversations with Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike or ESPN NFL analyst Matt Bowen, you can find the full podcast available after the show on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. It will include trivia. Probably not caller 99. Whoa, Nelly. But first, well, Jesse Nelson's been criticizing Matt LaFleur's lame answer about the Packers-Bears rivalry. There was an appreciable amount of news yesterday on a couple of fronts. Tausch, first and foremost, I made a reference earlier in the show to Lucas Van Ness, and it led to kind of an interesting conversation with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning when I was on with them. Like he misses 5 games with a foot injury, comes back for the Minnesota game, plays 6 snaps, foot doesn't feel right, comes out of the game, doesn't play on Thanksgiving. Now he's in an orthopedic boot. This is a kind of an important year for him, by the way. They have to decide on the 5th year option in May. And Chewy kind of went down the road of guys aren't as tough as they were when you guys were playing. And I'm kind of caught in the middle there because I'm leery of questioning players' injuries, right? That's kind of the third rail that I don't want to touch. At the same time, the way Lucas Van Ness discussed it with Rob Domofsky was, saying that it didn't feel quite right, so they kind of hit the reset button on rehab. And I think about, again, I'm kind of, from a beat writer perspective, Tom Silverstein, Pete Doherty, myself, and Domofsky are the ones who've been around for the longest, and we all remember the stuff that you guys played through. And I'm curious for you as a quote-unquote old-timer, how you're viewing today's players, because Chewy was like, look, I played with a torn plantar fascia after 2 weeks. Should I have done that? No, but I felt a responsibility to my team. And I don't think it's fair to Lucas Van Ness to say, he doesn't care enough about it or anything critical of him. That said, they're in a position right now on the defensive line, having lost Devontae Wyatt for the season. Carl Brooks has been in and out of the lineup of late. Rashawn Gary has not had a lot of production of late, where that position is under the microscope, especially this week against the Bears team that put up 281 rushing yards against the Eagles on Friday.
Yeah, it's a tough conversation because there is not a doubt in my mind that Lucas Van Ness would love to be out there playing at a high level so he can make more money. Like that's right. That is a big part of what goes on. And then obviously you also want to help your team and you want to be a part of it. And all of those things can be true. But one of the things you find is and this is part of, I think, the evaluation process now of it's getting tougher and tougher to find guys that are going to just say, I'm going out there and playing. I'm going to get out there if my foot doesn't feel great. Now, obviously, if his foot's broke or he can't function, you don't play.
Mm-hmm.
But there is this if there is this thought by younger players that I can only play if I'm 100% healthy, that is new. That is not how things work. So from Lucas's standpoint, my guess is he just felt like he's not able to get out there and do what he needs to do. And if you're going to go out there, because I say this all the time, if you're out there, you're going to be judged. And you're going to be judged whether or not you're performing at a level that's up to your standard. And if it's not, nobody's going to give two rips about the injuries or anything else. It's just that's the reality of the situation. Now, I think there is an admiration for guys that when they go out there and play, injured and hurt. But in today's day and age, with the scrutiny level is so much higher, I don't know. I feel a little bit. I don't feel like Chewy in that regard, where I'm going to be super critical because I don't know enough about the scenario. But there is no doubt guys are not playing through the same amount of stuff as we've seen in the past. That's not Lucas Van Ness related. It's just in general. Guys are going to wait until they're 100% or close to it to get back out on the field, unless it's playoff time, and then you'll see more guys fight through things.
They will be without Devontae Wyatt for the rest of the season. I talked to Colby Wooden yesterday, talked to your guy Warren Brinson. I did not discuss his snow removal. There were a lot of football questions, so I had to hold off on asking him about brushing off the snow on his car.
We should ask him about that, though.
We should, no doubt about it. He's an engaging fella. There's no doubt about it. Talked to Nazir Stackhouse and then Carl Brooks, who you were a big fan of for a while, but as I mentioned, has been dealing with some injuries as well. How big of a red flag source of concern is this for you going into Sunday, that they are down on the number of guys they have, and they're facing, like as I wrote on Channel 3000, there's never a good time for you to lose Devontae Wyatt, but there may not be a worse time than losing him right before you play the Bears, given how they're playing offense right now.
Yeah, and they're being physical and trying to run the ball down your throats. So one of the things that you try to do is keep guys fresh and have a nice rotation. That's going to be tough. Obviously, we see that Cox, who's more of an outside guy, his window is opening. I don't know if that means he'll be able to play. You have to figure out what that formula is going to be to stop this run game, because if you don't, the Chicago Bears aren't going to do anything else. They will go under center, and they will try to run the ball down your throat, and then if you allow that to happen, that's all they'll do. So my concern level is high. That is the formula for the Bears to go in and beat the Green Bay Packers. I think if you can get them in a 3rd and 5+ and have Caleb Williams need to be accurate with the football out of a shotgun and you get to rush him, you're going to win. If you let him play under center and play in normal down and distance, hey, we're going to have ourselves an old dog fight up at Lambeau.
Right.
So who wins that battle? Everybody always looks at 3rd down, and that is a huge down, no doubt about it. This game, especially from the Packers defense versus the Bears offense, will be won on 1st and 2nd. Can you get some lost yardage plays? Can you get them in a bad down and distance for them to force themselves to do things they don't want to do? You do that, you're going to be in a good spot.
The other thing that I asked Matt Lafleur about, and I didn't want to keep Matt Bowen any longer, a lot of Matts, Matt Damon, Matt Patricia, was Evan Williams. And I think you made a reference to him earlier in the week, or maybe it was on Friday after the game. But he seems to have elevated his game significantly. He's a year 2 guy. I know you didn't play safety, but is that, we always hear about coaches with the year 1 to year 2. It was definitely you that mentioned him because you compared him to Micah Hyde, which I had never heard before until you did that. I'm curious what you think of what he's done and if the year 1 to year 2 jump is a real thing, because that was a guy that was pretty good in year 1, and it appears now he's been even significantly better in year 2.
He's been awesome. And you heard, I don't know if it was Lafleur or Hafley, just raving about how he can disguise things, and then he's got a trigger, which is a quick twitch. I see it, and I go. And you saw it with some of these run plays. He's 12 yards deep, and you have to make sure you don't get bit by the play-action bug and then get thrown over the top, and what the hell are you doing? He sees it, he reads, and he goes. And this will sound crazy, but for as big of an impact as McKinney made last year, and he made a huge impact, you can make an argument Evan Williams this year has probably even been better. Not than what he was last year, but when you're comparing now, it was, McKinney's up here, and we'll figure something out at the other safety spot. Now you look at it and say, boy, those safeties are good. And it's because Evan Williams has made that jump, and he's a ball hawk. He's made plays on the ball. But really, I think his support in the run game, it allows them to do even more than they want, more with McKinney than what maybe you could normally do if you didn't have somebody you trusted like that. So that safety group, a couple years ago, it was, oh, God. I mean, we went through basically almost a lost decade of bad safety play.
My guy Rudy Ford.
Everybody, we just have never replaced Nick Collins. Oh, my God, we had Nick Collins another Super Bowl. And you know what? You're probably right.
Yep.
But we didn't, and we used draft picks, and we're constantly trying to figure it out, and it never worked in the way you wanted. And I would say now all of that conversation is donezo. Because I think from a tandem standpoint, this is as good as it's been since Nick Collins is here.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit more as we get close. Well, I was just going to play trivia, man. Just trying to play trivia.
It was great.
That was such a good. I thought I set up the question very well, and then you gave a great answer. What more did you want? Great answer, Tausch. That was phenomenal.
No. Why are you so sensitive, man? I just did your thing.
He just doesn't like the yep. He just.
I know. He just doesn't like that.
I don't mind him yep.
If he
yep is fine.
Just
but I can't reiterate
for trivia,
yep.
and then we're good. Not yep. Time now for trivia. Like that. That's where you get them.
So you think
I'll say
that
this,
if I drop the
Jason,
yep.
Yep. I'll say this. I appreciate how you will long-winded ask questions. I did a show on Sunday, and when you don't do shows with people very often, you don't really know the ebbs and flows. I don't know if you notice, I always try and decrescendo my voice so you know I'm done. And I think I'm pretty good at doing
and
it.
I say, yep.
Yeah. It gets a little awkward when you don't ask a question and your voice doesn't trail off. It just goes. It makes it a little more, it makes it tricky.
Can you give us an example of that to further understand your plight?
There was something on Sunday about I think there was a big play in the Rams-Panthers game, and I didn't know if we were throwing it to a sounder. I didn't know if I was supposed to talk, and it was just kind of like a point being made. But then he didn't say like, and Mark, what do you think, or anything else? And it was just dead air, and so much so that the producer got in and said, "Hey, are you still there?" And I said,
"Oh no."
Yep. Yeah, it was a little awkward. So then,
and you hate dead air.
On the air, you just
when
said
it's not
yep
you
after
and
like 3 seconds of silence.
When it's not you and LePay, I don't feel like I could talk over. I feel like I could talk over. I try not to with Matt. I talk over all the time.
Right.
Well, it's not that I don't care. It's just a lot more time. Here, I was trying to let it resonate.
Breathe.
I wasn't trying to. Yes. And so that was one case. So I made sure if there was even a second of dead air, I was going to go.
Well, good job being decisive.
That's so funny.
I just thought that was a funny story. The awkwardness of you and dead air, because there are times when I pause, those pregnant pauses, and you got a real problem with those.
No, you're like crocheting, and I'm like, Jason, can we bother you here to jump in? Jesse, at Hard Rock Casino Rockford, what did we get in at for Jordan Love? Because Sean on Twitter just tweeted at us and asked, what What were we at? Because it's now at 14.
I don't remember, but it's sitting at my desk. I can go look during our commercial break and figure out what
Dynamite
our odds
drop.
were.
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, you can't go to your desk.
What does that look for? What are you throwing your hands up all exasperated about?
You just expect me to pull out of thin air something we did 6 months ago?
I asked you 100 times about it.
No, you've never asked me what
you
the
haven't
odds
taken.
were.
Yes, you haven't taken multiple blows to the head. So I just assume I've asked you 1,000 times. I would think at some point, tell me what it is, and I'm going to write it on the boogie board from now on.
I thought it was
There we go.
2,500.
Don't be all. Now look at he's pouting and he's walking out of the studio.
He went to go get it.
He is such. He's being such a baby
I hate to
today.
say this, but I kind of respect it.
Okay.
Like he marched right out of the studio
what
to
do you
go
wanna
get
know?
the ticket.
Jordan Love.
What do you want to know? Well, Sean wants to know, Jesse.
Jordan Love,
All right,
MVP.
what are the odds we got Jordan Love at Hard Rock Casino Rockford? Only 60 minutes.
Yeah, easy.
From
easy
Madison.
drive.
Was I right? I said I thought it was at 2,500.
Plus 2,500.
Boy, so Jason didn't know, or Jason wasn't there. He didn't make the wager. We haven't asked him. He knew, but it's sacrilegious for me to ask Jesse, who I've asked 100 times about this. It was rude of me to do. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm all clear. I'm crystal clear.
If the Packers win the division, we're going to win our money back on this. This is good. Well, that would cover these other bets that might not win. Division alone would be in good shape.
Yeah, but you're going to win the
9.5 wins is a book.
Right.
They don't do that. If they don't win 10
right.
games,
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a whole new operation going on here in Green Bay.
We're in good shape.
2 wins out of the last 5. Come on.
Okay, it's time for trivia.
What are those,
I'm
Jesse?
sorry.
If the division's good, what are the? Oh boy, what's the one if it's plus 9.5?
Division winner we got on what day did we do this?
It's in like June.
Yeah, I think this was the June one. Plus 260 to win the NFC North in June. Easy.
So you bet $100, you win $260.
Yes,
that
or
is such an easy one.
Hypothetically, you bet 25 to win 90. And then
what about the 9.5?
Regular season wins over 9.5. We were minus 110 on that, but we still obviously we felt that was kind of our easy money one. Because remember back in June, we thought the Lions were still going to be good, and the Packers didn't have Micah Parsons at that point, so the division one that turned around quick. It's nice. Any other questions about the bets from Hard Rock before I go put them back at my desk for the next month and a half?
Nope.
Great.
Yep. Time now for trivia, presented by
I didn't know that was
Jock
so taxing. That's on me. I'm sorry, Jesse.
Cousin Subs, we believe better. Jesse, so you don't get stuck with number 99. What's your category and what caller would you like?
It is Badgers Trivia Tuesday, and they completed a 12-game season. So how about caller 12?
With 4 victories. Caller 12 right now. 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Caller 12 plays trivia presented by Cousin Subs and by Iron Jock. I was just sending a note to my Associated Bank people. Got some more fun stuff ahead, and I might even be getting another one of my patented Associated Bank hoodies. They take great care of me, and they take great care of all of their customers because that's what they're known for. Great customer service. They've got the awards to prove it, whether it's early pay, which gives you access to your direct deposit up to 2 days early, whether it's credit monitoring to make sure you're in a good spot if you have a big purchase to make, or if it's fraud protection. If somebody's trying to take your money, they've got your back. So go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more, and you can always sign up for Packers checking, Brewers checking, or Badgers checking while you're there. Trivia is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
There's a holiday gift out there that everyone loves. It's compact, tasty, and one size fits all. It's a Cousin Subs gift card. Make your life a little easier. Give your friends and family a better gift this holiday season. Purchase $30 in gift cards today at your favorite Cousin Subs location and receive a certificate for a free 7.5-inch sub. Oh man, that's the gift that keeps on giving. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Score the top gifts for the Brewers fan in your life this holiday season. Set them up for an epic 2026 season with the all-new Brewers Holiday Bundle, featuring 4 ticket vouchers, loaded value concession credits, and an exclusive Brewers Holiday ornament, starting at just $99. Finish shopping for even the youngest Brewers fans with the 2026 Kids Crew Kit, including one-of-a-kind Brewers merch, 6 ticket vouchers, a ballpark tour, and more, all for just $35. Grab every Brewers Holiday gift today at Brewers.com.
It's a sound you've heard in movies and music for generations. The unmistakable click of a Zippo lighter. Built to last, designed to be noticed. But Zippo is more than a lighter. It's a lifestyle. From sleek new finishes to hand warmers, candles, and accessories, Zippo brings that same legendary quality to everything they make. And now, you don't have to go far to find it. Discover Zippo lighters and more, available now at Sweet Fire Tobacco and Tundra Smoke Shops. Check us out in-store or online at Zippo.com.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Cannot wait for Yacht Rock royalty free and Christmas royalty free. If this is just the jams royalty free, this is quality musical entertainment on Wilde and Tausch. Time now, speaking of entertainment, for trivia presented by Iron Jock and Cousin Subs.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Cousin Subs. Purchase $30 worth of Cousin Subs gift cards this month and receive a certificate for a 7.5-inch sub. And by Iron Jock, performance apparel that actually performs. No stink, just performance. And proudly Wisconsin built. Shop now at ironjock.com.
It is time for trivia presented by Iron Jock and by Cousin Subs. Let's welcome in our contestant from one of my favorite communities in the greater Madison Metroplex. In DeForest, it is Steve. Steve, good morning. How are things in DeForest?
Things are snowy and cold.
Wow,
He's got a great voice.
I was just going to ask, Steve, do you have any sort of broadcasting experience?
No, but I'm going to pursue that in my near future.
You should.
I'm kidding.
Well, Jesse's taking a year off.
I was just going to. This is amazing because that is now 2 consecutive statements that I couldn't get out fast enough, and Tausch beat me to.
Well, let's go.
Jesse's got a year coming away from the show, so we'll keep you in mind, Steve. All right, it is Badgers Trivia Tuesday, Steve. Question number 1 is this: number 1 Wisconsin faces off with number 2 Ohio State this weekend in which of these sports? Is it women's hockey, men's wrestling, or team pickleball?
Women's hockey.
Seriously, I think Steve's got some sort of broadcast background. I think
he's good. That is the voice that we all want.
Indeed. None of us have, by the way.
No,
all right,
we don't.
Steve,
for sure.
Question 2.
Perfect week.
Is this. With
it's
a
too
4
early,
8.
Jesse.
Never too early.
Week already? Putting it on Steve.
If you say it from the jump, then you can't jinx it.
All right, so here's what I think happened there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think Jesse.
That's true.
No, I think Jesse didn't appreciate the praise we're giving Steve for his great radio voice. He felt like we didn't give him enough respect for what he believes he has as a great radio voice. So he wanted to put the whammy on Steve by dropping the perfect week on him after 1 question.
Just reminding everyone.
Very interesting theory. That is a very interesting theory.
I admire Steve's voice also.
Steve, radio voice Steve in DeForest. Question 2, again, now that it's been pointed out we have a perfect week going, is this. With a 4 8 record, Wisconsin finished with its lowest win total in a season since 1995. That year, the Badgers went 4-5-2, including a 3-3 tie in the final game against which opponent? Fun fact, it was the last tie ever in college football.
Wow. I know this one.
I do too. Was this Badgers 3-3 tie with Iowa, Illinois, or Stanford?
That 3-3 tie was with Iowa.
I see. He did it. That's exactly what he was hoping for.
That's a tough look for me.
Were you a freshman on that team, Tausch?
I was a young, wide-eyed cat watching Darrell Bevel get hauled off to the.
He lacerated like his kidney or something.
Yeah. That was a beatdown. That was a tough watch. 3-3. Simeon Rice, Kevin Hardy. It literally almost killed Darrell Bevel. Darrell's fine. He's recovered.
So
and he blamed Tony Simmons.
That one was against Illinois. Who was the other tie against that season?
Ohio State.
Nope.
Indiana?
Nope.
Why don't you just tell us who the tie was?
Stanford. It was Stanford in Palo Alto earlier that season.
Cool story, bro. All right, Steve, let's bounce back. Question 3. In which of these years did Marquette last defeat Wisconsin? And then this portion of the question, for some reason, is in all caps. in Madison in their annual men's basketball rivalry game. Last Marquette win over Wisconsin in Madison. Did that occur in 2013, 2017, or 2021?
That happened in 2021.
Jesse's taking so much joy from this right now.
Real tough look for me, Steve.
The correct answer was 2017. Steve, we'll get you penciled in on a few board op shifts in between your actual job. You have one right answer, thanks to Jesse. That means you have 2 entries into Friday's drawing. Regardless, we appreciate your voice and we appreciate your loyalty to the show, buddy. Thanks.
We thank you. This is Howard Cosell saying goodbye.
Bob is Bob.
Better as his own voice than as Howard Cosell.
Yeah, Steve should stick to being Steve.
Yeah. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
We can also all agree that we appreciate Cousin Subs and Iron Jock supporting our trivia, no matter whose voice is delivering the questions. Whoa, Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's no second chances. There's no do-overs. We're definitely primed to take that next step. That's the focus and the goal.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, pain to get to where you want to go.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
It is Bears week, and for the first time in years, big-time playoff implications for both of these teams in a matchup in December. The 9-3 Bears, currently the 1 seed in the NFC and the NFC North, while the 8-3-1 Packers would overtake them for the division lead with a win Sunday. Back at his introductory press conference in January, Bears head coach Ben Johnson took a little bit of a shot at Matt Laflur.
To be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt Laflur twice a year.
And months later, Laflur asked if he ever thinks about those comments.
Not really, no.
Certainly adds some juice for Sunday. I'm Alex Strofe.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Oh, Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025. This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? when you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
I need one more clarification before we get to Wonelli, Jesse, because we gave you a hard time about your big super fan Barb, who was so excited to see you at Ruth's Chris. Is that a regular weekly occurrence now, or was she unavailable last night? Where do we stand there?
I have not seen Barb since that magical night a few weeks ago. I've not ran into Barb since, but I hope she and her boyfriend are doing great and that they have another chance to get out to Ruth's Chris and enjoy it. So, coming up on the holidays, a great opportunity to get out and enjoy a great dinner with your significant other, your loved ones in your life. It's a great spot. A lot of people there last night enjoying steak and the wines and the cocktails and the great drinks at the Horseshoe Bar, and hopefully everyone gets to it. Lee at Ruth's Chris was telling me the chicken is fantastic, so I think next week I'm going to have the chicken because he said it's best in the area.
We have a lot of great partners, by the way, but Lee's commercial where he talks about wanting you to come and experience Ruth's Chris is so good. He is so authentic sounding. I hope we sound that authentic on our show. Speaking of authenticity, time now for Wonelli.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Wonelli
on Wilde and Tausch.
By the way, if you missed the Barry Alvarez show last night, it is available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and it will air on the radio. We were bumped because of the Bucks last night. On the radio from 6 to 7 o'clock, a recorded edition of the show tonight on 100.5 ESPN Madison. So we'll hear more.
Bucks game should have got bumped.
Well, yeah. 16-point lead. They blow it against 2-16 Washington. Tough.
When are we gonna? When do we start having a conversation?
Oh no!
Uh-oh. About
do
what?
We wait for Pablo's birthday?
About what?
What the hell are the Bucks doing?
What did Pat Murphy do now?
No, it was his birthday. I don't know if Jesse wished him a happy birthday.
I didn't. Happy birthday, Pat. Skip.
We're what are we doing?
Care to say more?
Well,
the
we're
Bucks
11th in the East, right? We can't beat anybody. You can't beat the Wizards. You might as well. I mean, and this wasn't. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just want to make sure I'm right. Giannis played last night, right?
Giannis played last night. The Wizards were 2-16 entering play last night. The Bucks were up by 16 points.
Okay, I am going
blew the lead and lost.
Okay, I am going to learn a lesson from that bad series against the Oakland A's.
This kind of feels like it, though.
2 years ago. It feels a lot like it. And while I was right that they didn't win a championship, they ended up doing better. They did win the division and do all that. The Bucks aren't going to win the division. I don't know what we're doing. Somebody's got to help me. I maybe need to get – it's Bears week, so we're not going to do that till later. But that was a bad loss last night. That was Oakland A's bad.
By the way, a couple of losses last week. The Bucks did not qualify for the quarterfinals of the NBA Cup for the first time. So they had been the best team in NBA Cup history, having gone to the semifinals and then winning the championship last year.
Was that the first year of that?
So the first 2 years
Second.
of it.
Okay.
So year 3, the
And by
Bucks
the way-
not in the tournament.
Who
Yeah,
gives
I
a-
like the Cup in the beginning. Cup is dead. It's done. It sucks. It's over. Nobody cares.
Whoa, Nelly! This has been Tausch's NBA Minutes.
Bucks Pistons tomorrow night. Big one. Pistons are good.
Pistons got a good squad. They do.
So should I ask you about the Big Ten championship game or free mimosas?
What's our path out of where we're at with the Bucks?
Or we want to keep talking Bucks?
Can we turn? Well, can we turn it around, or is this just going to end up? And then what are we doing? We got no picks. We got nothing.
Bring
What are we
back Dame.
doing?
They'll
What
get
are we
some-
going to do?
They'll get some picks if they trade Giannis.
Oh, Dame time again? Bring him back.
Bring him back. We're
All
paying
right,
him.
continue. I don't. It's depressing. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's move it along.
Fair enough.
Whoa, Nelly!
Big Ten
I just don't understand. I mean, Giannis is, if he's back and he's healthy, we shouldn't lose to the Wizards. You know what I mean?
It's so weird when you give the verbal cues like you're done with a sentence and then you just keep going.
Imagine that poor
All right,
guy
we're
on ESPN Radio Nationally trying to figure it
All right,
out.
whoa, Nelly.
Poor what's his name from
All right,
noon
whoa,
to
Nelly.
4 on Sunday.
Nelly!
Whose name Tausch still isn't sure of?
Do you? We are down to 1
Is
minute.
it time to
Oh
start
my
thinking
God.
about having a conversation about Doc Rivers? Like, or what are we doing with Doc? You think Doc wants to go through? Like, what are we doing?
What don't you want to talk about with the Bucks? What's you do not want to talk about?
I don't
trading
want to
Giannis.
talk about any of this. I was hoping we'd be like, I don't know,
What about
11 and
free
6, and
mimosas?
just kind of hanging around and doing some things, and then we lose to the blanking Wizards with Giannis. Like, all right, whoa, Nelly. I don't want to talk.
Are you sure this time?
No. I'm trying to come up with one more talking point. I don't think I have it.
Whoa,
So, yes.
Nelly!
Do you want to talk about the Big Ten championship game in football?
Bingo! Best mascot in where we're at in the state of Wisconsin. Is he better than Bernie?
That's actually Bucky would probably be number 1, although he did.
Bucky's won, yeah, even with him hitting my head
Yeah.
with that big nose of his.
Concussion.
Whoa,
All right, go ahead, Jesse.
All right, I'm making the executive decision.
What do you think of the way Ryan Rollins has been playing?
On Sunday,
That's been the one bright spot, right?
we went to go see Wicked 2, or whatever it's called. Part 2, 1 year later, which I didn't know was going to be delayed for a year when I went to Part 1. We went to an 11 a.m. Sunday movie, which was awesome because they had complimentary mimosas for all of the patrons. They had plenty left
What are you
over.
at Augusta?
It was. I love a
You
good
at Augusta
mimosa.
National?
Mimosas
the
are
patrons
some of my favorites.
are out there, yeah. Okay.
So we walked in. They kind of had them on a tray as you walked into the theater. You grabbed it. They say, "Yeah, if you're coming in for Wicked, here you go." Great. Because the snow had flown pretty good all day on Saturday, there were several open seats available, and therefore there were several mimosas that were remaining at the tray.
Oh, bottomless mimosas for the Nelsons.
So
huh?
I went out to the bathroom during the previews, and then as I was walking back in, I was trying to get an extra mimosa by schmoozing our guy, whose name I don't remember, who was handing out the mimosas.
I think he hosted the show with me at noon, right after.
I was unsuccessful, but I said, hey, if you need any help with some of those extra mimosas, I know a few people who could help you out in there. And he went, and didn't say anything else. I was like, dang it, I missed my chance.
Can I ask a teetotaling question? What's in a mimosa?
Orange juice and champagne.
And do you enjoy that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. One of my favorites. You go
Are
to
you
like
sitting around on a random Sunday at home with Mo and Becca drinking mimosas?
mimosas.
Or is it only when you go out?
More of an out. It's like an out for brunch. Like late.
Did you just say mimosas? Is that what you said?
No, mimosas with my dog.
Oh, okay. All right. Either way, very well done.
Thank you.
Deserve more credit.
It's more of like you go out for brunch with a group on like a Saturday, late morning. That's when the mimosas are great. Also, like when we were on our cruise back in late January, a good like starter drink to the day when you're getting after it all day on the cruise ship, a good mimosa or two.
Getting after it all day. All right, then. I didn't know it was like that, Jell.
I didn't mean getting after it like that.
You just said it.
I said, as in, like, you're going to have drinks all day. It's a great starter.
Oh, I thought you were talking about other stuff.
Yeah, I know you were.
Oh, I thought you were talking about other stuff.
So Kevin Porter Jr., nice night, but he had to leave with back spasms. Hope he's going to be all right.
He's getting after it too much.
Whoa, Nelly! No further questions.
What are you on jury duty?
You and Mrs. Cohen. That was something.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Go Bucks. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead to wrap it up. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tosher here for Pizza Hut. Well, I've told you for a while about how much I love Pizza Hut since I was a kid, and it's especially great around the holidays. Here's the winning play of the season. Pizza Hut's Triple Treat Box is back. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and a dessert starting at just $19.99. Feed your crew before the game, after the game, or while you watch. The Triple Treat Box, only at Pizza Hut. Order now at pizzahut.com and on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, feed good times, and remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Bruner Realty, providing excellent real estate and property management services in the Madison area for over 30 years. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get housed today.
And just like that, the 2025 football season has come to an end for the Wisconsin Badgers. UW fell 17-7 at Minnesota in the battle for Paul Bunyan's axe to finish the season at 4-8. It's the second consecutive losing season under Luke Fickell and the Badgers' worst record since a 4-5-2 campaign in 1995.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% financing for up to 6 years.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, it's Bobby Stricker. And I'm Izzy Stricker. Golf is a pretty big deal for us, and we want to see it grow.
That's why we've teamed up with Good Lion Golf right here in Madison.
Good Lion is more than golf and more than fashion. It's golf apparel made for the course, but perfect for everyday life.
From hoodies and jackets to beanies and caps, it's a break from the same old clothes found in the pro shop.
Good Lion is designed right here in Madison and is built on community, creativity, and connection.
Check out goodliongolf.com and join the humble pride today.
That's goodliongolf.com.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season.
The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
We're almost out of time. Tomorrow, Brian Bulaga will be here, as he is every Wednesday. Can't wait to talk to him about Anthony Belton. Tausch, any more thoughts on the Bucks before we say goodbye?
I'm very concerned. Like, very, very concerned.
Very concerned about the outcome of the season, or very concerned about the departure of Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I literally, you could mention anything about what's going on, and I could say I'm concerned about it.
The end of the golden age of Bucks basketball?
Concerned about it.
Ryan Rollins continuing his performance?
No, not concerned.
See? I came up with something that didn't work.
That was where I was kind of hoping you'd go into Giannis's future,
right? But
ownership, coaching, and I was going to say yes. But Jason's on it, and I like that
because the
Rich
show's
Eisen's
over. Because we got to go.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. We'll do it again tomorrow. Thanks to Matt Bowen and Evan Cohen. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Ricky, owner of Infinity Exteriors here in Madison. I've seen it too many times. Homeowners paying